If the slurp is on there, we're gonna have to start calling you BBL Edison, yo.
Nah, no. We're not gonna do that.
BBL E Nice.
No. How you guys doing out there? It's E Nice in the building. The Hefty Podcast coming through another week, another episode. You guys hear the intro music in the back? Love it. Love that intro. Shout out Big J. Couldn't be here today, but maybe next time we'll get him in through. Today's episode. It's gonna be a good episode. It's gonna get very intense in here. I can feel it. We're gonna be talking about the Kendrick and Drake beef and BBL Drizzy because I can't get that damn song stuck out of my head.
Fire beat, yo. Fire beat.
So with me today I got my boy Mike. Mike, introduce yourself,
What's good,
sir.
Yo, it's Mike. What's good?
How you doing? How you doing today, man? How's it
Doing
going? It's
good.
been a while
Doing
since I seen you, bro. How you doing?
I'm good, yo. I'm just, taking care of the family, working. You try to get me in here a couple times, and
Living the American dream.
yeah, right.
No,
I
just
wish.
kidding. Yeah, I wish.
right.
I wish.
I wish.
American
But,
Nightmare.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I'm happy to be here.
Hold on. It only took you 4 years to come through the crib.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Oh shit!
I work every weekend. I'm actually working tonight, but I'm risking. I'm sacrificing sleep to be here because if not, I would have been sleeping, getting ready.
I
for
appreciate
work
the
tonight,
love. You're
so.
sacrificing sleep for your boy and the podcast. I love it. Hefty podcast.
Sleep's big.
I also got my boy
yo.
James. James is in the building. How you doing, James?
Yo, good.
Haven't seen you forever. I almost saw you yesterday, right?
Yeah. Regal Rexnord life.
Yeah, work sucks.
Yep.
Whatever. That's another thing. But James is one of the people that I know we could talk hip hop and we could talk for hours about it.
Hell
So
yeah.
I invited him on his podcast, not only for the new beef, but our knowledge of hip hop goes deep. So beyond the mainstream Kendrick and Drake's and Eminem's and
I consider myself a new old head. So
there you go.
You know.
There you go. I'm definitely an old head, but we'll get into that. And my third guest of the evening, introduce yourself, sir.
It's your boy AJ, aka Ariel, like the Little Mermaid, except for I swim faster. I'm like a deep sea diver, you heard? And you already know me from the one and only Rapture TV. Just fucking get it.
Shout out to your podcast.
Yes, sir.
When's the next episode coming out? Real quick before we dive into what we're talking about tonight.
Next weekend.
Next weekend? What you got? What you got planned?
Um,
Can you give details or?
Yeah.
Okay,
I did a podcast with my cousin down in the city in the Bronx.
Okay, word.
So that'll be coming out. Shout out music,
Word. Awesome.
Couple of his homies too. So
Okay. Now, what you guys do? Like a barbershop talk or?
well, it was more of a Bronx thing. So it was more of like
Okay.
I asked them like how they feel about being in the Bronx and everything else and the music in the Bronx and.
That's funny.
It's funny.
That's funny because you were talking about Big Pun. You were talking about Big Pun earlier.
It's
so.
me and my man's.
What's the main top? Like, what you be talking about in here?
So the name of it is Want to Know Rapture TV. So by what I know, Rapture is rap and culture put together. So it's anything.
I was thinking you were
That's dope,
doing like
that's
some
dope.
Armageddon type
Yeah,
shit.
like,
No, that's what I was
come to
thinking.
Jesus.
It's
There you go.
so it's
dope.
Rapture, Want to Know Rapture TV, the one and only
Okay.
rap culture TV.
So it's good to know that we had you on before when we were the E&J podcast. You didn't say that.
No, I didn't. Well, I got an ask.
Huh?
Got an ask.
So we're terrible for that?
No?
Yeah.
I didn't think I had to explain it.
He didn't say
No,
that.
podcast,
that's
I
dope.
explained
That's dope
it.
as hell. No, that's awesome.
Yeah,
If you go to the podcast, Want to Know Rapture TV, I
That's a
explained
dope.
it.
That's
Okay,
a dope
okay.
ass scheme, though.
Yeah.
I do like that. It's a double entendre that
Shout
Mike's
out.
always talking about.
Nah,
But yeah, so we did that, and it's basically anything that involves rap and culture as a man. Because when we go around, we do shit like this, when it's just basically talk rap, music, sports, and as much people think, sports is highly involved in the rap culture.
yeah, for sure.
Oh, it is, for sure.
And any
For sure.
sport.
It's a
Vice
sport.
versa, though.
Rap is a
Vice
sport
versa as
Yeah.
well.
Hip hop is a sport.
Facts.
Hip hop's a sport.
It is.
Exactly.
Competition it is.
So-
It's safe.
Competition is probably more competition than
Yeah.
sports. But
It could be. At
could be.
times. At
Definitely,
times it
definitely.
is. At times.
Or it's
Like
24/7.
right now with this
365.
beef,
What-
it's
definitely.
competitive as hell.
616
what I
or
mean
whatever.
is, what I mean is like there's always beef in hip hop as opposed to like sports. Sometimes
Is there always beef though?
always.
Yes.
Oh.
It's always subliminals, though.
Subliminals, yes, but that's not
Always.
really beef.
Or
It's
But
subliminal for a reason.
there's also different types of beef that we don't really
some
pay
of it's
attention to.
contrived.
Like, because if you take a deep
Yeah.
dive into drill music in the Chicago scene,
yeah, it's real.
that's
Yeah.
a whole different
Yo,
ballgame.
That's what I was
real
gonna
life,
say.
though,
They have
like
genres.
real beef.
That's what I was gonna
They
say.
have some genres that are made to
It's street beef.
to
Yeah.
compete with the other subgenre. Like literally, you know, so that's kind of crazy. Like,
And then you got to think about it. URL or anybody in battle leagues, rap battle leagues.
A lot of that's
also
beef. A lot of that is stage. I feel
It
like
is stage.
You've seen
It's
the
stage.
Cassidy. You've seen the
But
Cassidy
that's
ones
a
lately.
beef,
You
Yeah,
see the
but
Cassidy sit downs lately.
and it can get
I
ugly.
think they're
on the
told
stage.
to argue with each other
but that's what
face
beef.
to face
That's
just
what
to
beef
hype up
is.
the battle.
Like,
Yeah.
But that's what beef is, though. A lot of people they like to misconstrue the word and they like to blow it out of proportion. Just, if it's rap beef, doesn't mean somebody's gonna get off.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're not. It's not. That's
There's
not
only
what.
one real beef, like hip hop beef, that actually got physical. Was I think the 50 and Ja Rule. Like that was the only one that I can think of
I
that
think
got
that's
physical.
the only one that got physical.
Nah, I mean,
That I can think of. I mean, the Biggie and Tupac didn't get physical
M-
because no one knows who did what.
Yeah, I
That's
get
what I
that.
want to say.
MC,
I get that, but
MCA.
that started riots and shit.
It did, but that
That's-
wasn't like
that's
physical,
physical.
not between them two. I'm talking about between the
okay.
artists.
Because I
Like,
mean,
there's proof that 50 and Ja Rule they had a bang out. They fought at least twice.
Let's think about it.
And Ja Rule won one of them. Supposedly.
Didn't Mace
That
get
was actually-
locked up in a hotel and couldn't leave his hotel until somebody came and picked him up?
Yeah, but still, I mean, did they
Mace
beat him
was-
up?
Mace
Did
I
they
mean
beat
that
him up?
is physical.
Mace
but-
was with Gene when it happened.
No,
He was with
wasn't.
P. Diddy.
He was with Diddy.
Diddy.
With the
Oh,
whole
he
Tupac thing.
was
Yeah.
with Diddy,
Oh,
huh?
okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, what? No, you're talking about later in life.
Mace was running it.
Oh, he was with Diddy in a
I didn't
hotel.
know he was around there, like- oh yeah.
So we're gonna talk
Uh-oh.
about that
When did he come
too.
out with Biggie?
Oh,
Before,
nah.
yeah,
Nah,
before we
that
get
was
into the
wild.
meat and before we get to the meat and potatoes of the Kendrick and Drake beef, I want to talk about Diddy a little bit because that video surfaced last night,
Oh my god!
and that was disturbing.
I
man.
texted you the
That's
second I
terrible.
seen it at like
I've
5:30
been-
in the morning.
listen,
Yeah, I saw the message.
I've been-
I was like,
oh,
why is he
shit,
texting me
yeah.
about
I've
that?
been telling
exactly.
everybody, yo, P Diddy's a shady character. I hated him since.
Well, we knew that.
Yeah, facts.
Yo, I always had a problem with Diddy. I don't know.
No,
like,
why? No, I want you to explain it because
It's like
how
it's
did
like,
you have a problem with Diddy when none of this came to light until years later?
Because of all his antics.
dude.
Like,
Shine.
For
because the shine one, that's
so listen.
him and
that's
J. Cole.
wild.
Him and J. Cole.
What?
What happened with him? and
Yeah,
J. Cole?
whatever.
They
Yeah,
got into a physical altercation.
Oh wait, didn't
Him
he
and
blow
Drake?
up Kid Cudi's car or something?
he tried to blow up Kid Cudi's car.
Yeah, so, okay, I've heard
yeah, I
about
heard
that.
about that. Yeah.
Yo, that's
But
just
even before,
like,
Did
how
he
is
slap?
this
Wait,
dude-
who did he slap? I forgot. Did he slap? Wasn't it? Who did
he
he slap?
slapped Drake.
Drake,
He
right?
slapped Drake, yeah. So I heard about that one.
Yeah, so it's like
But again, this is all lately.
no,
Yeah.
Recently,
yo,
within the
yo.
past
You're right.
5 to 6,
This
Yeah,
7
but
dude-
this
years.
is that's
This
the
dude-
era of video footage.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, who
He's-
knows if he was doing this back in the day?
Well,
He
it's,
probably was.
it's not
pretty
so.
sure.
Yeah, it's not something you start doing overnight. You know.
Yeah, exactly. It's what's the word I want
A
to
pattern.
It's a pattern. There
fucking,
you go. Yeah. So I don't know.
Church.
Like,
the whole Shine thing was
Yeah, that's.
that was an
fucked
alarm
up.
set off right there. I mean, Shine's good right now.
Yeah,
He's
yeah. He's a what?
I think
He's like a senator or something in
something
Belize.
like that in Belize. Yeah, he's making good money.
yeah.
He got all the Diddy money, pretty sure.
Yeah.
He's good now. A couple $1 million to do 10 years. And
when that
it's got to be
whole-
$1 million a year.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I would
facts.
say,
definitely,
back then, what was that, 99? 2000?
something like yeah.
$1 million a year for 10 years? That sounds good back then. Now it's
That's
like
not-
nothing.
I don't know. That sounds good
Back
right now.
then, it's something, but
What do you mean?
but back then, 10 mil in 99 was a lot.
I do
Oh, yeah.
that.
That's a lot.
I do that right now.
Yeah, hell
No,
yeah.
thank you.
Wait,
Guy's
no,
this
hold
guy's
on.
my boss. So
No. 10 mil
No,
for
it
10
ain't worth
years? I
No,
wouldn't
I'm
do
just
it.
kidding.
I
It's
would
not really.
Yeah,
I
I
would.
would.
You doing it
10 years.
in jail?
10 years in jail for $10
maybe,
million?
yeah,
10
maybe.
mil?
You know, the average person makes $1 million in a lifetime, right?
Yeah, yeah. You.
I mean, I understand that.
They say if
You're
you
make
making
that.
you're making 10 life. You're making
Yeah.
10 lifetimes.
You're right.
for 10 years.
I'm
You're
gonna do
missing
the
out
time.
so much,
Yo, on
man.
some real shit, I'm gonna do the time. I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna just go fuck like crazy. I'm fucking like crazy. Everybody.
Yeah,
Any-
can't-
Sure.
I can't
After
have
year 3 in jail, you good.
I
You
don't
good. You got
care.
your.
Yeah.
You could be missing a leg.
Hey, yo.
I'm just saying. But
Uh,
10 million,
Yeah.
10 million for 10 years. I think that's alright.
Maybe 20
That's a
million
lot out
for
of your
10
life,
years.
man.
I'm not saying. Okay, so I'm
I
not
can't
saying
do
I
that.
would
Jail's
do
gonna
it.
get you old.
I'm
man.
not-
You got
yeah,
your
yeah,
first
yeah.
job.
Jail stinks.
I'm not
Yeah, yeah.
saying.
It
I'm
smells
not
fucking
saying.
horrible.
I'm not
I
saying I
never
would
been
do
there. I'm
it.
just saying that's gotta suck.
I'm not saying I
Definitely.
would do it, but it's mathematically.
Yeah,
correct.
mathematically, I'm with you.
It is
I-
mathematically
I-
correct.
I get
But
you.
Yeah, but
my
reality
morality says no.
Yeah, I'm all set.
My
Definitely.
morality says no.
Absolutely.
My
I'm not
lifestyle
doing
says no.
So you're gonna go out like 6'9" then?
Fuck him. But anyways,
No, say it. You got to do
Hell
10
no.
for
No.
10 million, or you're gonna go out like 6ix9ine. You got to choose.
Never go out.
Well,
I mean,
what
that's
you gotta
not.
choose?
That's not
You
even a
gotta
choice.
choose.
That's not
Yeah,
a
I'm taking
choice.
the 10.
That's not a choice.
I'm not
Yo,
snitching. I'm taking the 10.
I'll take
Sorry.
the 10.
Okay, hold on.
I'll take the 10 with $0 in that scenario.
But
No, but
But what if somebody you don't know?
Over
it's
snitching
somebody
on
you don't know?
your
Yeah.
team.
That's
I'll
not how I
take
was
10 with
raised. Not how I grew
$0.
up.
No
I'm
question.
taking the 10.
So you're gonna take the 10 for
The 10
somebody you don't know.
The 10 million is involved still.
I ain't snitching.
No.
Period. I'll take 100 years over
I kinda got
snitching.
words on that topic. Okay.
After this, we'll get into the
Preach.
the Kendrick and Drake stuff. Well, let's go.
Preach,
I want to hear.
my
I want to
friend.
hear.
First,
It.
I
I
wanna
just
hear
want
your
to,
words.
just for the record, I'm not a snitch.
Yep.
I have never snitched.
Me either.
I've been in situations where I could have snitched,
Yeah,
and I said,
same.
"Nah, I'm not
Same
doing
here.
that." You know, we from the brain. The brain's not the worst place in the world, but it's not the nicest.
ain't great.
Yeah,
place either.
exactly.
You know, you have
True.
you have
True
to
that.
have some kind of street smarts in the brain. So with 6ix9ine, I feel like I feel like the only time it's really bad to snitch is like if you play part.
Yeah, if you win it, right?
Exactly.
There's
Yeah.
a difference between
Is he
civilians.
really snitching if? Is he really snitching? And this is questions. I'm not saying I'm not.
Go
taking
ahead.
a
Go
side.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
But is this really snitching if those dudes were against him?
Yes.
If he's in it in some way.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Like,
Sammy the Bull snitched on John Gotti, and
all right. So
How'd that work out?
they were, but Sammy the
See,
Bull's
but that's
got
different,
a
though,
podcast
because
and is making money, and
That's different though because he was involved.
yeah, but
Yeah,
it wasn't.
so that is-
But
that's
wasn't,
a
wasn't
situation where you don't snitch.
6ix9ine wasn't involved with. I thought 6ix9ine was involved.
He
with.
definitely was.
That's
No,
what
he
I'm
was.
saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
He's
so,
involved.
okay, so he was
They're
involved. in some of the
involved.
things
Yeah,
he
yeah.
snitched
That's
on.
what I'm saying. He put
He was?
he had one
Yeah.
of the dudes put a hit
Because
on somebody
the
or
last
something.
thing I heard was like,
I'm
yo,
pretty sure.
they like kidnapped
Now they
him.
did. They did him.
tried
They
to-
did do him
Yeah,
dirty.
they did.
They tried to.
I give him that.
They
But he
did.
had too much money not to be able to do anything after the fact.
Okay.
But and he had
Because
he had one of them.
their whole indictment was on 6ix9ine, basically. Whatever 6ix9ine said was basically was like, okay, his word is bond, so we're gonna use him as a big reason
Yeah.
why everybody else is getting
Right.
locked up.
Didn't 6ix9ine snitch on a dude that he told the dude to commit a murder? Like he said, say I sent you out to
Yeah.
commit a murder, you commit a murder, and I snitch on you. Didn't he do that?
Yeah.
I mean, yo, because I'm
Yeah.
saying, yo,
There's
his
a lot more to it.
camp, his camp was extorting him.
Yeah,
his
facts.
camp was
I
fucking
mean,
his
yeah.
girl.
Still,
Like,
but he wanted to be in the
That's
streets.
wild.
I mean, when you're
that's
in the
wild
streets-
to me.
You're in the streets
That
or
is.
you're a
It
civilian.
And it's like,
Period.
like I said, like, you know, the street. I'm not gonna say the street me because I'm not really. I wouldn't consider myself street, but the street smart me wouldn't snitch. But at the same time, I'd be like, yo, I really want to say
Yeah,
something.
no,
Like these niggas
I
ain't
feel
my
it. I
boys.
feel
Like,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
definitely.
These dudes ain't
It's
my
like if
boys.
you
So
know
it's like,
somebody, not know him, but if you see
You heard
somebody
of? Yeah, heard of somebody.
and he shot somebody,
Yeah,
the cops ask you, you're not gonna do it. You're not
it
gonna say
depends. It depends.
No.
So hold on.
So
say
if
that
somebody
again.
shot your friend and you know it was him, you're not gonna snitch.
It depends. If you're a
You're not
civilian,
gonna say that who it was.
If
Sorry,
you're
so I'm gonna break this down, right? So being
does depend.
how I was raised, if you saw your boy get shot by somebody else, and you got a family, what makes him not come after you or your family to shut you up?
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I hear that.
There's
I
too
understand
many
that,
there's too many
but-
consequences for everything else.
Yeah.
And life and death is not worth being a tattletale.
And
Sorry.
so I thought this was the direction you was about to take it, but also when we talking about when you really into that, you know, gang life activity and
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
that, you're not gonna snitch before you decide to take matters into your own hand.
And that too. That was my
You
next
understand?
point.
So that's actually I understand that situation
facts.
because sometimes some
And
dudes
you're
just
risking
like,
yourself going to jail for life.
yeah.
yeah, but hey, listen, sometimes that's
Depending on what the situation is. If it's a fight,
You're
you're
not,
going to
you're not
jail.
helping
but,
it.
yeah.
You're not accomplishing it. This shit happened.
yeah. So
You're not an accomplice.
Well, but
I
no,
don't
but
know.
you're
You take matters
saying
in
it,
your own
it's
hand.
it's a slip. It's a slippery
You're saying if
slope.
you
It
hunt
is
down
so that's
somebody,
exactly
yeah,
what I was going to say, yeah.
substantial.
Nah,
but I get what you were saying.
I stick with not snitching.
but I
No,
get
I
what-
definitely
10
won't-
years,
Yeah.
10 mil? Yeah. Over snitch or snitch? I'm
Well, yeah.
taking the 10.
No question.
Give me the 10.
No question.
10.
I'm taking the
Family
10
is
because
gonna be good.
Yo, I'm taking the 10
Private
because the
schools,
snitch is gonna live with
Universities.
I'm
It
saying
is. It is. It's not going to go away.
I'll
It's gonna
take
never go away.
zero
It's gonna
over
live with you
snitching. I ain't
Absolutely
snitching.
not.
you forever.
Period.
Look at where 6ix9ine is right now.
Period.
He's not doing that.
Yeah, exactly. He tried to make a little comeback, but he didn't. Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, look at him now.
I
He
mean,
tried to advertise that snitching shit.
yeah,
that,
he made
that,
like
that
songs
shit
about
got
it
me
and
mad.
shit.
Nah.
Yeah, facts, definitely.
You seen that video where he had the rat
Yeah.
CGI over his
He's a
face.
clown
That shit
for
made
that.
millions.
He's really a clown for
it
that.
did,
Yeah.
it
He
did.
made millions.
Definitely.
He's making money off of it, which sucks.
Yeah, it does.
It's sad.
He ain't making no more money
But-
now.
Yeah,
Nah,
Not the
it's-
YouTube
he
views
made
are
money
up
off
there,
of
man.
it, but
I haven't
Yeah,
heard his name
There's
in a
a
minute.
generation now that like looks up to 6 9
Yeah, and they don't give a
And
shit
it's
about.
sad and unfortunate.
Yeah.
But it is true.
They don't
What's that
care
shit
about
called
those things,
Generation
man.
X.
I think so.
I don't know.
Or
I'm
Gen
not
Z,
sure.
whatever. Either
Yeah,
or.
one of these
But they're
letters.
looking up
yeah.
to him, and he's making money off that.
Yeah.
I can't be mad at the money he's making off of it,
I could be mad at him.
but I'd be mad at him.
Yeah.
Like that sucks. That's it's a
Well, I mean, it's smart to
crappy way to
capitalize
live.
on it,
Yeah.
but
yeah, but being in
That's-
that
oh, that's it.
situation
That's
in
where
the
it
first
stops.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's fun
definitely.
to capitalize on it, but that's where it stops.
But
That's
you
it.
shouldn't have the opportunity to capitalize
no
it because you
respect.
shouldn't have done it.
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
first
exactly.
place. So, conversation over.
All right, so to what we are here for on the podcast: Kendrick versus Drake. Everybody's talking about
Got their
it.
phone out.
Huh? Everybody's talking about it. Everybody loves it. Everybody has
Don't.
a horse in the race. Not everybody. Except you. James.
Yeah, I was gonna say don't.
Except
say
me and
an
you. Honestly,
opinion.
it's like
Or, yeah, you were just gonna play devil's advocate.
Well, it's just.
I am
it's
going to
just-
play devil's advocate because
Yeah.
I'm good at it.
I'm gonna call
But-
y'all kind.
I'm going to.
Y'all kind.
you can search it. I mean, it's
Yeah.
one page.
How do I want to say it? How do I want to say it? I'm impartial to who this beef, who's the winner or who's the loser.
Well, hold on. Let me get my
I
mic.
I could care less.
Nah.
But I think it's good
We-
for hip hop because it's getting a lot of
I could-
attention. Hold on, real quick. It got mentioned on the Tom Brady roast. It said somebody had what was the joke? I think it was
didn't
Jeff
see it.
Ross or Schultz, Andrew Schultz. Somebody said you got more attention than you got more black men attention or something than this Kendrick
funny.
and Drake beef. It was, to say the least, it was mentioned in the Tom Brady roast, which was awesome, by the way. It's hilarious.
That shit was funny
Oh,
as
that's
hell.
right. I
funny
didn't see
as
that.
hell.
Kevin,
You gotta watch it.
I
Nikki,
saw. Yeah,
Nikki
they just did the
Glazer
roast,
was
yeah.
one of my favorites. Andrew Schultz did really good. Jeff Ross is one of the OGs.
Yeah.
He did good, but he got told to shut the hell up by Brady, which was hilarious for talking about his dad, Bob Kraft. And I gotta say something about that real quick.
Oh my god.
It's Bob Kraft. Why can't we make fun of that?
Yeah.
It's a no holds barred. Why did Brady put that in that nobody could mention
Oh, he put that in.
Bob Kraft? Yeah.
So he was
They
serious.
did get it.
Hold on, this was serious. Like he really told him to shut up.
Yeah, he's like, don't do that shit again. Literally, he went up to the mic where Jeff Ross was
Well,
and
I
said,
don't know.
"Don't say that shit again.
Brady,
Don't bring
Brady
it up."
reminds me of Drake.
you
though.
said
That's
it.
all.
Yeah. I mean,
I think it's the love and respect
You
he
said
has
that was
for
about
Robert
that, or you
Kraft.
talking about his sister?
No, Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots.
because
You
he's
gotta pull that back up.
he's
I didn't see
daddy.
No, watch it.
Yeah, watch the
They
whole
probably
thing.
cut it from the main feed. I swear, but it happened. He said something about happy endings with Bob Kraft, and Tom Brady walked up to the mic
they
where
had
Jeff
that cut
Ross
off.
was
Wow.
and said, "Don't do that shit again." Literally like that.
Damn.
That was one of the stipulations that Brady put in. I'll do this, but no happy ending jokes about Bob Kraft and
Wow.
misogyny
That's
that
crazy.
he was going
That's
on.
funny.
It's the basement, bro.
And that should be it should be on the table. It's an
Yeah.
no holds barred. It's a roast.
It's a roast.
We're gonna talk
Yeah.
about
It's a roast.
everything and
That's what
anything
it is.
related to that person.
Definitely.
If we're talking about Tom Brady, we're gonna talk about Bob Kraft, we're gonna talk about Bill Belichick, we're gonna talk about Gronk, we're gonna talk about Edelman,
For sure.
everybody. If it's about Favre, we're gonna talk about his, overdose addiction. We're gonna talk about his wife. We're gonna talk about the Vikings. We're talk about the Packers. Whatever. Everything's on the table. To put that in, why do it?
You know what it may be? It may have to do something with the investigation.
Is it not over yet? That's old as shit.
I don't think it is.
Regardless.
That I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's what I think it is. I'm not entirely sure that investigation is settled.
Still, is Tom Brady dead on it? Is he a
Maybe he was involved. I don't know. Maybe he was. Getting
Yeah,
involved.
that's what I'm
Maybe
saying.
He was
Like,
getting
is
happy
he-
endings
yeah.
as well, along,
Like, well,
alongside Bob
he-
Kraft
right.
in the back of the massage
right.
parlor. Who
He
knows?
ain't
We
on
don't
the
know.
Patriots anymore. Who cares? Unless he's in it. Definitely.
That's hilarious.
That is hilarious.
Oh, you're on Bluetooth. You gotta take that off
Yeah,
Bluetooth.
yeah. You want me to take it off?
Yeah. So, well, anyway, that was hilarious. But that's how much this
Yeah, right.
beef has
I got
given
you.
hip hop. Like, people are looking at it, and it's bringing a lot of people that don't
I'll-
normally listen to hip hop now
I'll agree.
coming back to hip hop.
I don't want those people.
I agree,
I'll agree.
but just for the
those
genre,
people.
I love it
Yeah, I got
because
you.
it's
I got
getting the
you.
attention.
I love hip
I'll
hop. Yeah,
agree
it's
that.
That's
fine.
gonna
I got
real
you.
quick. That's
I feel
gonna
you.
lead to people
Yeah, going in.
doing some research.
Just-
okay,
yeah,
who's Drake?
looking
Okay,
back in the
on a Drake
catalog.
song. On a Drake song, he
People
had
don't
this
got to
person
do
featured.
research
Yeah.
at this point.
Not
Like,
research, but
Yeah, looking back
it's,
and
it's for the person that's not the average fan.
I got you.
So they're gonna be like, "Who's Drake?" And
Yeah.
listen to his music.
Everybody's a
who's
Drake
this
fan,
person? Let me listen to that
But
person.
those people-
Who's that person? It's gonna lead down the rabbit hole of different
But see-
artists.
Yeah, but not
And that's
any.
just views and likes for everybody
Yeah,
else.
I
as
guess.
But this
Hip-hop.
is
Well. That's
why
big picture. It's probably not happening like that.
Yeah, but I know.
But it's
I
the
agree.
possibility of that.
I
is-
agree.
Is awesome for hip hop.
But-
so I'll agree. Like, is definitely the biggest beef in hip hop.
Yeah.
Like,
Right
definitely.
now,
Well, ever?
Not
No,
ever.
not ever. No, no.
It's not
ever?
ever,
Not ever.
Yes,
I don't
It's not
know.
ever.
ever.
If
You were too young
If
to
Kendrick-
live the Nas and Jay Z.
if Kendrick or
What are you
Drake
ta-
was
dude,
killed,
I could spit
You were too
ether
young
right
to-
now, bro.
I know you could. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I know what
I didn't say
happened,
that.
dude.
Bro,
Okay.
I
What
was.
does that have to do with anything? Being too young.
It
No,
doesn't.
no,
It
he's-
doesn't.
living it.
No.
I mean,
Listen
to
to
know
me. Listen to
the-
me. Listen to me.
the
Listen.
level
Let me
that
break
it
it
was
down. Let me
at.
break it down. Let me break it down.
I think it's at a higher
Let me
level
break
than what
it. Let me
this
break
beef
it down
is.
to you. Let me break it
You
down
think it
to
was
you.
at a higher level?
Culture wise, yes.
Let me break it down to you. real quick.
Streets-wise, which
This
is
is
where
why is the
hip-hop
biggest.
lives.
This is why is the.
That beef was talked everywhere. Prisons, the streets,
Yeah, right, exactly.
companies, like
Yeah.
and no matter where you went, this was talked about like crazy.
Yeah,
This
I wonder.
is
This
why-
one's on a this one's on a higher platform.
I wonder.
This is
I wonder
why
if the prisons
this is-
are talking
listen,
about
though.
Drake
It's
beef.
because it's 2024.
This
Yeah,
is why is the
exactly.
biggest.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is
It's
why
not the
is
beef.
the
You can't
biggest
count that.
beef in hip hop right now.
You can't count that now.
This is
the
why is
same-
the biggest
same,
beef in hip hop right
Aaron
now.
Rodgers conversation.
Right
you know
now,
what?
yes.
Do you no of all time?
Right now, no, it's
I'm
not
sorry.
all the time. You can't convince me because
Dude,
the what
When
what
Ether
Jay-Z
came out,
nah.
though, when Ether came out, hip hop was not this big.
Right, but y'all are talking about the media.
I want to
Yes,
curse so bad.
The
You're
media-
Hip hop
wildin'.
was big for you. Hip hop was big for me. Hip hop was big
The,
for
the
AJ.
media is bigger now.
The media is bigger now, so it's not fair to
No,
compare.
dude. Hip hop.
yeah, so
hip
the
way-
hop,
the
bro.
way-
that makes it bigger.
The way
Hip
the
hop is
Nas
the number one
Like,
genre
I
right
feel
now.
Yeah, yeah. In
When
the
It
world.
Ether came out, it wasn't.
In the
might have
90s
been.
it was.
Yeah, it might have been.
No.
Early
2001.
Country
Yeah,
was
early
number
2000s.
Now in the
I'd say.
90s, hip hop, the creation of like hip hop 90s.
But this was 2001.
early
was still-
2000s by then.
The 90s was the peak.
Hip hop
of
has
hip-hop.
hit.
Golden era.
Hip
And
hop
I
has.
know what you're trying to say. Country was the number one worldwide genre for like years.
Yeah.
Reggaeton
90s.
took that over recently. Right now, I think it's hip hop.
Yeah, that's the same. That's the same.
Yeah, I know what you
the
mean.
same
In the
thing with
90s,
that-
look it
Hanging
up.
about
You can
just,
look it
you
up, and I can fact check this.
I'm googling it right now.
Vlad TV had an interview with somebody. Forgot his name.
I hate Vlad.
The
Anyways,
Federales.
but Vlad TV had an interview with somebody, and they had the same argument. They were just like, "Oh yeah, you know, when hip hop wasn't that big," and the guy basically, I think he's a comedian, basically told
Godfrey.
Yeah.
TK
No, it wasn't
Kirkland.
Godfrey.
TK Kirkland.
Basically told him
The
to shut
captainist of all
to
cappers.
shut up because
See, I'm Googling
at in the time of the 90s hip hop was the biggest thing out at that time.
It
To the
was.
hip,
To,
a hip, to the hip.
Sorry.
not worldwide, but definitely
In
like
music.
New York and
No,
Yes.
music,
the West Coast.
music.
in
Overall, I
America,
don't
in
think
the
so.
music,
US.
Look it up.
In music or in culture? Like
No. In
I
you,
feel like we're having
in
two different
worldwide, hip
conversations.
hop is the biggest worldwide now.
Right,
Now
definitely.
it
No
is.
When
question.
Yeah, now
Ether
it is.
came out,
yeah,
I love Ether.
I might agree with you.
I love Takeover. I'm not saying it wasn't significant. I'm talking about now hip hop is number one. Hip hop is number one. It's been number one for the past 10, 15 years.
I don't know, no, not really.
10 yes. it is.
Worldwide, no. Because
Worldwide.
reggaeton is in there for a few years, maybe more, and it probably still is.
No.
The United States.
Let's
is
bet
number
on
one.
it. I will bet on it.
I'm
You wanna know why that-
Reggaeton
You-
was
you
is
wanna know why?
worldwide, and I
All right,
love hip hop.
so
Y'all know I'm a hip hop.
Let's talk
guy.
about Bad Bunny real quick. What kind of music he make?
reggaeton.
Reggaeton?
And reggaeton, hip hop,
No.
trap, whatever.
Bad Bunny, exactly. There you
Everything
go.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
so
Bad Bunny
blended
makes
now.
trap.
But it's
That's hip-hop, bro.
Spanish. Okay, Spanish music.
That's
In
hip
general
hop.
is number one.
No, that's hip hop in a different language. They got Skepta in UK. They got UK artists
No, a lot of UK artists are dope.
doing hip hop.
There's Australian artists I like too.
You got Toronto artists doing hip hop. It's still
Yeah,
hip hop.
J-Mo.
It's just in a different language. You got
Hip-hop
Australian
hoods.
artists. Iggy Azalea was
it up.
Australian. She
She's
sucks.
trash.
I mean, I'm
She's
trying.
Iggy Azalea. How dare you to bring her up, bro?
I'm just
What-
saying. I'm just
Keep
making.
going.
I'm just making a reference. You know,
No, I know
a
what you mean. Yeah,
comparison
you're
to
going, yeah.
different areas of the world.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look
It's
it
still
up. but
hip-hop.
It only talks about
Bad Bunny,
US.
Bad Bunny makes reggaeton, which is the doom 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 doom, and then he
Yes.
makes
Yeah,
hip hop
same beat.
trap. You understand? So it's just in
I understand that, but it doesn't fall under hip hop. It falls
But that,
under
but
the Spanish
okay, but they,
music, Spanish
but
rap.
yeah, but they misconstrue that shit all the time because they said
Well, it ain't reggaeton.
they say Post Malone
No,
is
I don't think it is.
they
But
say-
reggaeton right now is
they say
supposed-
Post
as of
Malone
2
is a
years
hip
ago.
hop artist,
Man, I don't even know.
even he says he's not.
and
Yeah,
he
cool.
says he's
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
You understand? So that's a misconception right there. You know, it all depends. Sometimes you can't really listen to that.
I mean, but at the same time, as the U.S. goes, the world goes, music-wise, like we're pop culture-wise, we're kind of. I mean, I guess it's changing, like Japan, and I mean, we're getting into all different.
You ever seen
like,
them?
K-pop and all that shit.
You ever see the TikToks of like this? It's like an Indian rapper.
No.
Yeah, they're going in, and you don't know what the hell they're saying.
There's some.
You know he's saying some hard shit.
Yo,
he got his flip-flops on. He's saying some
shit.
hard shit. Yo.
They brought it back to like the mid 2000s with the Meek Mill type thing because they was rapping and his homeboys was finishing his sentences with him.
Hell
I
yeah.
was like, oh, this reminds me of those
early Meek. Yeah,
And everybody, you always see that comments like, "Yo, I don't understand what he's saying," but
Yeah,
yo,
but he's spitting. Yeah, hell yeah.
Like,
Yo,
that shit-
there's
that
this
shit
girl.
is
I
so
think she's from
fucking, like,
Argentina. Her
it's
name's
funny,
Sofia
funny.
Gabbana. Fire. That's all I gotta say. I gotta show you guys later.
I definitely want to see.
It's the same thing. I don't speak a lick of Spanish, but she is spitting.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
You can tell, right?
Yeah.
You can just
Oh
tell
my
by where
God.
she's going.
I could feel it.
For me,
my
females
soul.
right now, Snow the Product's like my favorite.
Yeah, that's what you
Snow the
said.
Product's
And
like
we
my-
were having a
my
conversation
favorite.
before
I love
about females.
I'm not.
you love underground artists, bro.
Oh, yo.
What are you gonna
Don't
say?
even get
What are you
me
gonna say, SZA
started.
or
Don't
who
even
you
get me
gonna say?
started.
This is a singer. What's wrong with you?
Love the genius. Love
What
the
is wrong with you?
Listen, the
Love
last
the
female,
genius.
the last female artist, well, rapper that I could say that I listen to.
Saw
I'm
Rock.
not saying she. I like Stefan Don.
Rock.
I never heard that.
I like Stefan
I don't even
Don.
know who that is.
Who?
I liked Stefan Don. I like
The Jamaican artist?
the UK artist.
Saw Rock. Did you say
Doesn't
Saw
she
Rock?
do dance?
Saw Rock, yes.
Saw Rock's my favorite
No,
right now.
she raps.
Remy Ma.
Remy,
I
yeah,
mean, you
Remy
got a
always
lot,
goes-
you got a lot.
You always. That's the
Love
thing
the
now
genius.
with female
Shay
artists
Noir,
now,
you know
with
Shay
female
Noir,
rappers
right?
Shay
now,
Noir
you're
is
gonna
good.
get that mixed.
Really
genres.
good.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
She's one of my
You're gonna get that
favorites.
mixed
Yeah.
genres.
I mean,
But the question is,
Rhapsody
what did they
is a
put
given.
themselves in? What category did they put themselves in?
So did you ever find it out? Did you find it out? What's the number one?
It only
genre in
talks
the
about
world?
U.S.
wants
I can't find about the world,
Oh,
really.
okay.
Yeah, it only talks
True.
the
No,
U.S.
there was an article on it. It was, I want to say 2 years ago.
I tried, yeah, I Googled
Reggaeton was the
everything.
biggest genre in the world.
Oh, I was only looking about hip-hop. Let me
That was
tell you.
when
Hold on. I didn't look
that Donald Mars song came on. What was it?
No, it was
that was that
it was,
one song.
No, it was the years that
It went like
it
this,
was-
yo. It was a quick spike, and
Nah,
then
nah,
went back.
Bad Bunny was carrying. From
it was
Nori?
Bad Bunny and Osuna was carrying the reggaeton genre.
Yeah.
It was them two and probably Nicky Jam,
Listen,
Daddy Yankee.
I'm not against that because there is a lot of Hispanic Latino countries. Brazil,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
all listen
Spain,
to that shit.
Pop.
Spain, they all
That
listen
doesn't
to that
help me.
shit. So
Yeah, no shit. Pop's the most popular music.
Of course.
Yeah, no shit.
yeah, we got pop artists like Drake.
Just type in.
I mean, everything's
what,
pop.
what did you type in?
The biggest genre of music worldwide.
Well, type in what was the biggest genre of music in the 90s.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what it was.
Well, when I looked up it, I looked that
freestyle.
up and it said
Yeah,
rap.
freestyle's
in the
fire,
US.
bro.
Yeah, it's hard to find about the
That
world.
played a big part, man. That was good. Johnny O and Cynthia and all them. I probably got them all wrong, but so yeah. Let's get back on topic, man. 'Cause, this is what we came to do.
Yeah, right.
And I love that we can just talk random and it just leads to different
Yeah,
things.
I mean,
but we gotta
hip-hop.
try and stay focused while
Rapture,
we're here,
baby.
Why we're
Rap
here.
culture.
Yeah, I like that. I
I
figured
love
out,
it. I actually love it now that
Yeah.
you explained it.
Yeah.
I actually really love it.
I figured out the word, by the way. Portmanteau. That's when you combine two words. Rap culture.
What's it called?
Portmanteau. Like when they combine like two celebrities' names
Yo.
and it's a they're
Oh,
they're in a
okay. As
relationship.
their kid or something.
Yeah,
or whatever. Yeah, yeah.
Or like yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Let's get back to topic. Right?
Yeah,
let's-
we're going to.
Facts.
Now, like I said, it's a good thing. It means the convo's good. But
But either way, hip hop is big right now
Drake,
because of this beef. So I love it. I love
Drake
all
and
the
Kendrick,
attention for
Drake
hip hop.
and Kendrick. We not doing no neutral shit.
Yeah, yeah.
We're going right down the middle. I might push it. We're not
Drake?
neutral.
Drake?
You picking Drake?
No,
I mean,
I don't like Drake. Yeah, I told you guys.
We're
I
all picking Kendrick.
I conned you guys to over here. So
Yeah,
we
You
can
right.
did tell me
podcast.
you did tell me no, but you kind of I felt like you was kind of leaning towards Drake.
No,
He wants to play devil's advocate.
No way. Yeah,
I'm
he
good
just
at
wants
devil's
to do
advocate,
that.
really good
yeah.
at that.
I can guarantee
when
you.
I wrote-
you
when I
won't-
wrote
you won't-
down-
You won't be today.
Just before the podcast, we were listening to all the disses, right? Listen to all the tracks. You guys know more about it than I do because you guys follow Kendrick. You guys, I'm assuming you follow Drake because you know some of the things that were aimed at Drake. So what I wrote down from listening to it is, where's my page?
Thank God you got
Power
notes.
of Drake. He's so big. He's making
Pause.
oh my god.
yeah. Now,
We can't play
Not-
the
yeah,
pause
you're
game.
You
right.
watched
It's just
Drink
never
Champs
ending.
and you thought that I was gonna let that slide,
God.
bro.
Oh my god.
Nah, that's
No,
crazy.
you can't say that no more.
What he
I would have respected more if you said no
Big
Diddy.
D?
Then we would have been talking.
Yeah, there you go.
That only makes it
yo.
worse.
He said, "What?" He might as well have said, "What? Big D is just Big D."
Yeah,
I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that.
Yeah,
no.
you definitely on Drake's team, huh?
Might have been slurping on the Ciroc bottle.
Hey, yo!
That's the power of Drake. So you can't say that, all right?
No doubt. Like
The power of Drake,
Drake.
because you said it.
Drake
It's
is huge.
it's a diss song, but you'll hear it in the club.
Yeah, it's
You
club
hear it in the
record.
club. You hear it at a bar. You hear it on the mainstream radio. You might hear it. You won't hear the Kendrick disses on mainstream radio.
Except
Only on certain times when
A
they talk.
minor.
No.
Except that we hearing that shit in the club.
You'll only hear that when they're talking about it on the radio station.
Yeah.
Yo,
But you'll hear the Drake
Yeah.
song in rotation.
Yeah, I feel it.
Weird.
Drake songs will be on the rotation.
I just went out last night. And I
I
didn't hear
just-
that one Drake song like that in the recent beef and rotation.
not at a bar.
at this moment, and he will be till
not
summer.
at a bar. I'm talking about when, like, in a club, like people playing music. You
Or-
might hear that.
Or New
He
York
said,
radio.
radio.
yes, we
at a
we
club?
know we know this.
I went to both.
Yeah, you were in the Bronx, right?
We know
No, not
this.
yesterday.
Oh, not yet.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
shit.
I was in Hartford, and then I went to West Hartford.
All right.
We know this.
Again, it's West Hartford, so I don't know what they can listen to all day.
Yeah,
It's not
right.
Drake or.
You don't even go out.
Yeah.
I don't, but
Yeah,
still,
me
it's
either.
fucking. It's West Hartford.
They ain't playing that in my bedroom, so fuck that.
Hartford's lit, bro.
That's it. The center.
Sorry.
That's it. Blue bag.
That's it.
That's it.
Well, it's not Blueback. It's around next to that. It's where all the bars and the restaurants are.
Yeah, the center, like the
the
center of West Hartford. I don't
Caddy's
like that.
Corner or whatever the hell it's called. No, that's,
Something like that. I know what
It's
you're
got
talking
an
about.
alliteration in the name.
Well, I'm saying that's the power of Drake. He definitely didn't win the battle, but in the long run, maybe.
I mean,
Because-
No.
No.
No,
Hold on.
because you'll still hear his song just rotation.
So I'm
It's gonna
a
happen.
rebuttal that, right?
Go ahead.
Good Kid, Mad City is the longest album on streams
Charts.
on charts in history.
Can we
Is it
define?
still played on the radio?
Yes.
It's still in the
where
charts.
it is?
No,
Really?
do you still hear it on the radio?
Yes.
Radio don't matter no more. We're talking about streams.
It does.
Can we-
It does matter because radio's still up and running, so radio does matter. 'Cause
Nah,
you get a lot of.
radio-
It's right. It's
because,
on.
yo,
It's
it does-
streams. First of all,
Which song?
backseat freestyle.
It's still-
Good Kid, Mad City. Man,
Yo, on the way over
where
here,
you
I added to
from,
that.
nigga.
On the way over here, I added to that. I was listening to Backstreet.
Can we define the
okay.
rules? Like, I feel like.
Yo, but
So
no,
if you go,
radio don't matter
if you
no
turn
more,
on
bro.
Hot 97 right now,
Yeah, right. That's
you're
what I
gonna
said. New
hear
York radio.
that on
That's
rotation.
No,
Regular, I'm not
hear
talking
not
about
like
a DJ
us.
show.
You'll hear it not like us
No.
right now.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But they don't.
On
they
regular
don't- they
rotation.
don't-
Now I'm talking about a
radio,
special
bro.
mix show or a special DJ coming in.
Yeah,
Oh, I
at
got
night.
this mix for y'all. I'm gonna play these new hits.
Well,
BBL
think about it.
Edison.
Radio shows only play the top hits at the moment.
Right.
They don't have like
That's-
it's
that's
I
not
feel
regular
like-
rotation. That's not top 40 rotation.
But see, but that's what
Right.
I'm saying.
But
though.
that's the point.
Yo, the radios don't account they don't account for the most music played anymore.
most
No,
people
you're
don't
right,
most people
you're
don't
right.
listen to the
they
radio
don't.
that much anymore.
They don't. Nobody listens to radio no
Spotify,
more, yo.
YouTube. Music.
Enough people listen to the radio
iTunes.
because it's still up.
They hear it once, and if they like a song, they immediately go
Hold
on
on.
Apple
I'm a-
Music
I'm a-
or
I'm a-
streaming
I'm a-
sites.
I haven't heard
That's-
the radio in
that's-
years.
I'm a rebuttal
Yeah,
that.
no,
Exactly.
same.
I'm gonna rebuttal that. You said enough people listen to the radio, right?
That's still up and running. If it wasn't, it would just be Sirius. It'd just be Spotify. It'd just be Apple. That's it.
I mean, that's the thing, though.
Those
So
are
radio's getting played enough, and it's still up and running. That's
It
what I'm
depends
trying
on
to
what
say.
we're talking about. Like real hip hop, like hip hop lyricists are going to say Kendrick won, and Drake, and you know,
Mainstream fans are gonna say that Drake
So I'm
won.
gonna tell you that right
Because
now.
you'll hear more Drake on the radio than Kendrick.
right, and we're going to talk.
And I
about
like Kendrick more than Drake.
I'm gonna flip
Exactly,
that.
same.
There is like 10 stations that have very, very low views that's still on.
yeah, for sure.
Like, you gotta give me
I
some numbers.
imagine.
You gotta give me
Yeah,
some
I mean,
proof. wanna hear it.
I'm just agreeing,
I
but
just seen a thing in Connecticut. I don't have my phone on me, unfortunately,
Okay.
right now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Recorded live.
One of
shout
them,
out Facebook.
yeah,
Rapture.
One of them is old school music.
Uh-huh.
Barely has any play,
yeah,
but
I
it's
believe
still
it.
but it's still being played on the radio.
I mean, yeah,
regularly.
People
Terrestrial
love
radio
that.
is
People
gonna-
love what they know.
People
don't love
they
the new
love
stuff.
that, but that's the minority. That's not the majority.
yeah,
I know.
right.
They want to hear the new
So it's
stuff.
not
that's out.
getting played often. It's just there
Wait,
as a radio station. They're just
Hold on,
there.
we're mixing our views.
yeah, I was going to say, what are we talking about again?
You got another one?
No, why? Yeah, I do. It's on the second floor. Go outside.
Somebody, okay, I don't. Yeah.
We're in the boonies, baby. Go outside.
I'm just saying,
Pick a tree. You're good.
somebody in there right now, I'll pick a tree. I don't care.
Pick a tree. You good. Right behind your car, probably. Not on the concrete, though. Come on.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, as I was saying, the minority and the majority is different. You don't have to have a bunch of listens in order to stay afloat.
No, right.
But you got to have enough.
That's the thing is we're talking about.
You have to have enough.
But it's not comparing to the streams.
Because the FCC is going to shut you down if you don't have enough people listen to your station. What's the point of being up?
But comparing the radio stations to streams is crazy because you don't.
I know.
Yeah, so
streams is like
but
right now.
So the majority now, what people compare it to and listen to now is streams.
But I'm just assuming doesn't Drake have more streams than Kendrick Lamar?
No,
Yes,
No,
he does.
I mean,
Yes,
I feel like he
does.
has to. How does he not?
Yes, he does.
Are we talking about? We're talking about like replay value, but yes,
Yeah, okay,
technically
okay,
yes.
yeah.
Overall, he does.
Okay.
Right.
But-
so replay, yeah, sure, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But he does not have the longevity
Yeah,
that
okay.
Kendrick does, and I don't care what nobody says.
but as long
because
as-
Kendrick,
How are you going to say that?
because Drake doesn't have an album that's been on there the longest in history.
Yeah, I mean replay value.
Okay, he
I
might
feel
have that, yes. I might
But
agree
as long
with
as
you.
Drake is breathing, he's going to be pumping out these garbage hits. You know?
Absolutely.
And it's
So-
still hit. A hit is a
Yeah,
hit.
it's a hit, right, so he's
might
gonna
not
have-
like it,
I'm
but
not
he's
gonna
gonna
call
get
it.
that
I'm
money
not
out
gonna
of
call
it.
it garbage.
Well,
I'll be in the club.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Yeah, definitely. I got you.
Nah, I ain't bumping that.
I feel you.
Yeah, you are.
I was though last
That,
night.
it's, stuck in my, it's been stuck in my head forever, man.
I was
It's like-
though last night on Snapchat. I went crazy because fuck Drake right now.
Damn.
It's Team Kendrick.
I didn't know
But
Snapchat still
Still,
existed.
I fuck with Drake. Actually, I don't fuck with pedophiles.
Uh-oh.
This is true. I do not like that.
Yeah.
And
Do
it
not
sucks,
like that.
It sucks. I hate
Even
that,
though he
actually.
might not be,
Having
he might not
kids,
be an.
that just
actual-
makes it like the
Yeah,
worst
definitely.
for you.
He
you
might
know?
not be an actual pedophile. I know, blah blah blah.
But I saw the
you know.
video.
But no,
I mean,
it's not
wait,
just the video.
I
I'm
didn't.
sorry.
What
But
happened?
are you allowing a grown ass man to text your 14-year-old daughter
Ooh.
No, definitely not.
Hell no. What?
Definitely not.
to give her advice on boys?
Oh.
Definitely not.
Ugh.
I give her the advice on the boys.
Yeah,
You know what I
and
mean?
stay away.
Yeah, exactly. That's
not,
it. That's all I'm going to tell you.
I'm not giving a grown ass man.
Hell no.
I'm not allowing a grown ass man
Yeah.
to be in communication with my daughter
That's wild.
and give her and talk about I miss you and talk about I miss you
Yeah,
too.
that's crazy.
What?
I didn't know that.
No, that's
You
wild.
talk about Millie Bobby Brown.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
I did
weird
hear.
shit.
I did
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
about that. Yeah.
That's weird.
All right,
I
so
got you.
That's number one.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't like
There's-
that.
there's
I'm
a
not
bunch
fan
of
that.
different-
I hate
just
that.
came in,
also, he
but I
don't
feel
write his
like
own
we
lyrics.
skipping
The
some
end. Period.
shit. We skipping a little
Victor
bit.
Kendrick Lamar.
What we talk?
Well, we was talking about comparing. We was comparing like views on radio stations.
Yeah,
to
streams
Spotify.
versus-
Streaming,
Who has more streams?
streaming's
I
untouched
didn't
right
get
now.
to
Yeah,
the
of course.
pedo shit.
How to get to that? Why?
know-
Why
who
don't
knows?
like Drake?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I mean, there's a million reasons. He don't
I
write his
actually-
own lyrics.
no, I
That's
actually-
He doesn't write his own stuff.
the end.
He gets help
I don't
on
care
that.
about that,
which
honestly.
This is the big
I
part.
mean, it's stuff.
I
That's
don't
the
care.
big part.
I don't care about that.
So
It depends on if you want
So-
views or your
So do you
hip-hop.
You don't care about Will Smith having ghostwriters? Will Smith had ghostwriters.
So
I don't care.
This is
Will Smith had like hits.
Summertime
was fire.
That's my shit. I'm still gonna
Just
bump
the
it.
two of us. is fire.
And you know,
Wild Wild West.
you know who gets the claim for me for that? Will Smith. So fuck his ghostwriters.
That's messed up because Nas wrote Miami. I think it's Miami. One of those, or just the two of us for Will Smith.
So
Nas don't got a Grammy. Will Smith does.
So-
But Nas wrote those
Yeah.
songs for him.
why didn't he write himself for himself?
That's what a ghostwriter does, though.
Exactly my point. He got paid
Yo,
for it.
listen.
That's his job.
It's good, but I doubt that it's just he didn't get a Grammy for
It's
it.
his
And Grammy's
job.
like top tier, man.
Yo,
It's one
to
of
be
the top tier
honest,
things
the
you can do.
reason why I stopped listening to Drake. Okay, so I was a Drake fan, big Drake fan, up until if you're reading this.
Sadly, yeah. Good.
If you're reading, yo, I like Drake's humble beginnings. That's what I like.
I don't.
Is it really the humble though?
Yeah.
I like.
What are
yeah,
they?
Okay.
I don't know.
Comeback
them.
season. If you listen to Comeback Season, he was a very humble artist, humble rapper.
God.
Me personally, when I find an artist that I like and I listen to something that's relatable. I like humble. You know, I can't relate to the millions.
Yeah, I feel it.
I don't
Yeah.
got millions.
Definitely.
But he didn't grow
Popping
up
bottles
poor
in the
though.
club.
That's the thing. He didn't
Yeah,
grow
but,
up poor.
but that's what I'm saying though. He didn't start out rapping like that. He didn't start out rapping about the millions that he making and all the bitches
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all. He didn't start out like that. Dude, if you listen to Comeback Season, that was very lyrical.
When did
very-
that come out?
Very.
How old
that
was
was
it?
one of his old.
I don't
his
know. I don't know
EPs,
when he
before
came
his
out
first album.
What was that? I mean, when was that? I don't even know.
Years
honestly.
ago.
Like 2010?
But that's how far I've
Probably
followed
about
him.
Years ago,
I
bro.
think-
Years
I
ago.
think- I think
Years
like-
ago.
Trip? Years ago.
Yeah,
Oh, you
2009,
don't know.
2008.
Okay.
That's-
I got you.
that's damn
Yeah,
16
like
years
Young
ago.
Money. Yeah, I do remember. Yeah.
So
Wow.
what I'm saying
probably
is,
before you-
I
Yeah,
before,
personally,
for sure,
I personally
definitely.
stopped listening to him after being a fan after if you're reading this. I always tuned in. To see like, yo, let's see what he got, because we can't deny he makes good music.
Yeah,
he makes some bangers.
He makes the hits. He does.
Yeah, of course.
He makes the melodic shit. He makes the catchy shit.
Pop,
so
mainstream.
We can't deny that.
No.
So yeah, I would always tune in, but not as a fan, as a critic.
Yeah.
You understand?
I don't even tune in.
And to be honest,
See,
I would
sucks.
always tune in, hoping like, yo, maybe this album is gonna go back to his humble roots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, always hoping for that.
You always got to move forward. You can't move back. Like,
Yeah, I guess.
People want Eminem's old stuff.
I
He
want,
can't
yeah.
never rap like
I don't
that
want
ever
him to
again.
change. I want what I want.
Yeah, exactly.
So I get
It's
that.
true.
Who was it that
But people
said-
evolve. People
Yeah,
change.
no, I
You
know.
can't
But
force them to
even
They're
move
that-
forward.
artists.
But see, this is the issue though.
Even
Drake went backwards.
What was it you
Even
want to
with
hear?
Nas, when
you wanna
Nas
hear
first
my
came
old
out, people were
shit?
like, go back to the old Nas.
Yeah.
Like, nah,
Drake
Nas
went
is-
backwards.
You want to hear my
You
old shit?
understand
Buy
Drake
my old
went
album.
backwards?
Yeah.
You understand Drake went backwards?
No, how?
Yeah,
I
explain.
don't.
Because I don't follow Drake, so
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
honestly don't know.
You brought up Eminem. And Eminem, when he first came out, he was young, wild, talking about drugs.
Yeah.
He talked about
About his mom and all the
Yeah.
other crap.
Once he got sober,
fat girls'
Yeah.
nipples off his shit.
yeah.
He's not rapping about that shit. He's on a more mature
Right.
Yeah.
level now.
and I don't like him anymore.
Jay-Z, when he first
Sorry
came
to
out,
say.
hustling, gang life, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, street life.
Street life, yeah.
Come out with 444.
Yeah.
Family-oriented businessman.
I mean, it's mainstream.
Drake
It's mainstream.
Goes from
versus-
humble.
Well, he been
To
off that for a while
gangster.
though.
Yeah,
Who,
you're
Jay?
right.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
No.
But it's
Saying he's been off that whole drug stuff for a while.
It's whether
Oh,
you're
yeah,
talking
no,
about
he has.
but
He
you
has.
get-
Yeah, yeah.
you get
He
what I'm
has.
saying?
Yeah.
Drake goes from the humble lifestyle because comeback season, thank me later, all humble albums, take
Yeah.
care, all humble,
Sensitive.
sensitive topics, to Atlanta Gangster.
Yeah.
That's also why. That's also
I
why.
mean, this is why he's disliked. This is why he's hated.
I mean, Chris Brown
He's
is
big-
a blood
he-
now. It's
he's-
just the
he's
thing.
He's been and he is the biggest culture vulture out there.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's the topic that
But
this whole
culture
beef
vultures.
the whole issue that Kendrick has.
but
has
culture
been touching on.
vultures sell.
Mm-hmm.
Period. I mean,
I don't know what that counts for in this conversation, but it's
Money.
No. There's
Money.
not a,
It does.
There's not a lot.
Vlad
of
is
culture
Vlad
No,
is proof too.
Yeah, Joe.
There's
Vlad
not,
is proof
no,
of that.
Dude, there's not a lot of culture vulture.
You're
bro.
right. You're right.
There
I
really
agree.
isn't.
I agree.
And you know what?
I do agree.
Finding
You know, Rick Ross could be too.
Oh my god.
If you dig deep,
why?
Don't get me
'Cause
started.
he was
CEO?
a CEO. Yeah,
He
for sure.
stole the
Hold
real
on,
Rick
hold on,
Ross's
hold on.
name.
He-
Okay,
he-
real
he-
Rick
he-
Ross.
uh-huh.
Hit him up.
Let me get to that. Let me get to that. Hold on.
But that's
The
what
real
I'm
Rick
saying.
Ross
Hold on, let me
is
get to
not
that.
a rapper.
Well, let me get to that.
Go ahead.
I'm tired of people talking about. This is for y'all too. I'm tired of y'all talking about COs can't be gangster. I know some. I know some COs
that
that
doesn't
are.
have anything.
that's not
That's
the
not the point.
So why bring it up?
Because he stole the real Rick Ross's name and identity and didn't pay the man when he said he would. He thought the real Rick Ross was going to
See,
stay
this
in
is why I
jail
got
for
you,
life.
James.
He
Hit
thought
me
he was
with
going to
the
stay in jail
facts.
for life, and then the
Hit me
real
with
Rick
those
Ross
facts.
did his
So let me ask
law
you- let me ask you a
library and
question.
got out. And
Where's the original Rick Ross?
he's fucking hawking T-shirts online.
Exactly. He doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, no,
He
I
didn't-
feel you, but
he didn't get
he
paid.
does in my
That
heart.
doesn't mean that doesn't mean Rick Ross
That
wasn't
doesn't-
gangster.
Okay, so
Yeah, no, you're
Okay,
right.
John,
You're
I
right.
agree.
Sure.
This is-
I don't
I
see that point.
I know COs that came.
This is the
that
difference, though.
that went COs because the street life is behind them.
Yeah.
This is the key point, though. Rick Ross didn't fake his persona, though.
Yeah, okay.
How do we know that for sure?
But he stole the real
Because
Rick Ross's
he admits
name.
that he was a CO. He doesn't hide it.
But
He doesn't hide it.
But
Just
he's
because 50 said it, he didn't come out and say it. 50 called him out on it years later,
But-
and then he was like, "Oh yeah, it was."
But he stole
For
the
what?
real Rick
What
Ross's
is
name.
what does a man rapping about the street life have to bring up that he was a CO? He could have been. For all we know.
That's
For all we
Dude, do you
know.
understand? Do you
Who's to
understand?
know? Who's to
For
know
all-
he was really hustling out there?
Exactly.
Who's
Who's
to
to
know?
know? Who knows? Who's to know he wasn't? So that's what
That's
I'm saying.
why he got called out on it. No, he wasn't hustling, he was
I
a CO.
personally know COs that were working full-time jobs and still in the streets.
Again, that's understandable.
Yeah, but that's why I don't like the whole CO thing.
Yeah, okay, sure. But it's not about him being a CO. It's about him stealing the real
Because
Rick Ross.
you don't
Yeah,
know what he
exactly.
was doing behind closed doors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll
You
never
understand?
That's fine. But he told the real Rick Ross that he would pay him.
Remember,
And,
I don't know
give
why
him a
this
job
shit,
and-
it kind of goes with it. Kind of makes sense, but a long time ago
That's different.
when we
yeah,
was
no,
we
you're
was
right.
in
I agree
school,
with what you're saying for
know.
sure.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
there was a step. Not a step.
School days.
Fuck y'all. What they call them now?
Security guards?
Nah.
Yeah, what are we talking about?
A fucking
A CEO?
A teacher.
A fucking
A fill-in.
Goddamn
teachers.
Substitute teacher.
Substitute.
Thank you.
Jeez, Mike, you
Jesus.
drunk already?
I had the same. I'm like,
So,
I
yeah,
know what
bro.
I'm saying. Shit.
There was a substitute teacher
Yeah, go ahead.
that was on the news.
Yeah.
What was he doing? They found drugs in his trunk.
Just Breaking Bad? No, I'm just kidding.
But that's the point.
No, I know.
Point, though.
Yes, I get it.
It's
I
the
get
Breaking
the point,
Bad
yes.
point. That's the
Yeah.
perfect. You know,
I get it.
you just strengthened my argument. Yeah, he was a CEO, but we don't know what he's doing behind closed doors.
But it doesn't. For me,
Drake
it doesn't
was
have to
never
do with
doing
being a
that.
CEO. Okay, you're
Mind
right.
you,
Yeah,
I know
he's not about that.
He
was never
doing
doing that.
lifestyle.
I know
He rap.
CEOs that just became CEOs this past year that were in the streets the majority of their lives,
I mean, for sure, definitely.
selling work and everything.
I know, that
Definitely,
happens.
definitely.
That's the thing. Like that's real.
But if they steal the name of somebody who they're CEOing
That's different.
over, and
And they say,
Right.
"Hey, I'm going to pay you this
Right,
money
exactly.
for doing this
But,
lifestyle."
yeah.
You know, I lived that life.
right,
I lied.
But you did
I
it.
don't know any CEOs
Because-
that were selling work.
because
I don't know.
Freeway got
Let's go
permission.
back to the
though.
6ix9ine
That's a whole
conversation.
nother. Yeah, right, exactly.
Snitching.
So
It was all hypothetical.
So
Yeah.
just my question to you guys is, Kendrick won.
I mean, it
I mean,
depends.
I mean that's obvious.
without a
depends on how
doubt,
you
without a
define
doubt,
it.
one.
It
Without
depends
a
on
doubt.
how you
we
define
haven't had
one.
a record in what I wanted to do this episode a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
That would have been the middle of the beef. I would have missed a lot of songs that came out.
Yeah.
It would have been like
No,
outdated.
listen, yo. This is actually.
There hasn't been a song in a couple in at least a few days,
But
week.
you know what, yo?
at least a week, right? Yeah, exactly.
2
I
weeks.
thought
2
I thought
weeks.
this was kind of late, to be honest.
Yeah,
But then
A tad.
shit is still surfacing.
Yeah.
Shit
Yeah,
is still
I
coming
know.
out.
people are still.
So that's why I'm
baffling
right with
that
doing
mess.
this
So-
episode at the moment
And
now
you know what
because
though? This is actually a really good
Accusations.
time.
yeah.
First of all, sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
DJ Academics can
Oh my God.
suck whole beef.
Don't even get
He's a
started
clown,
on
too.
academics.
Him and Vlad,
I ain't got
I don't
no
like him
love
and
for
Vlad.
him.
The
I
reason
don't.
for that is because
Oh my
he
God.
defended Homeboy so much, and now he's
Now he
in.
flipped.
Yeah, and now he flipped.
That's what he does.
Real crazy.
That's what he does.
He flipped crazy. His accusations that hit him with. Did y'all hear about his whole 17 in college thing?
Yes, yeah, I did
That
hear
was-
that. I read
that
that.
was-
I was like, that's gross.
That was
That's
wild.
nasty.
I missed.
Academics.
So DJ Academics said a couple years ago that in college, a lot of students, they end up 17 and in college.
Yeah.
He said, as long as she has
Ugh.
a college
college
ID,
ID.
she can get slayed.
Oh my.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
no, that's trash.
That's-
That's
oh,
trash.
yeah.
You're a scumbag
But, yo,
for that.
but-
You're a scumbag.
So if
for
you're
that.
20,
Yo,
if you're
look
21,
at
22
Academic.
in college,
Look at him.
yeah, no.
He looked like
Right,
a
I
pedo.
mean, he's a
No, he
no
does.
question.
He always looked weird. He looked like a pedo.
I don't like academics. I don't like
Yeah,
Vlad.
we
I
can't
never
even
liked
get
him.
started on academics. I ain't got time for that. For real.
But what were you asking?
Before we hold on, but while we're here, my ride's about to be here, so James about to sign off.
Oh,
Sorry
are
to
you?
say. Yeah, yeah,
James.
Okay.
yeah. I mean, it's bedtime for my ride, so yeah, for sure. But I'll be back next week, no question. So count on it.
All right.
All right. James signing off.
Good to meet you guys. Yeah, fucking Rapture and what
Want
do
to
we
know
got right
Rapture
now?
TV? Yes, sir. All right, man. Nice meeting
But
you.
yeah, you too. I'll see you guys next week.
Later.
Pass me
You
my
asked.
glasses
You
real
said.
quick.
You said if Kendrick won.
Yeah, Kendrick. I mean, it depends on how we define it, but Kendrick won. I'm with Kendrick. Point Kendrick.
Oh wait.
Oh, good thing you said that.
Yeah.
You'd be recording me home. Shit would be getting real weird. You have to be pausing.
They're like,
hard.
what's he doing right now?
Have to be pausing hard. It's crazy.
Yeah, right? Hey, yo.
What's that noise? What's that moaning coming from?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Without a doubt, he won. I think at this point is the question is how damaging is this to Drake?
I don't think it is.
How what?
How
Damaging it is to his character, to persona, his
To whose?
whole to Drake. How damaging it is to him.
Will he be able to recover?
He'll
He's
definitely
gonna.
be able
He's
to
going
cover.
to.
He'll definitely
He's
be able
going
to
to.
cover just because Drake is Drake.
Exactly. He's gonna make the millions of. He'll drop one hit next week and he'll be good.
He ain't-
Everybody will forget.
He's not dropping for at least a month.
the mainstream will forget about it.
He's not dropping for at least a
not
month.
the hip hop heads will forget about it.
If the longer he takes to drop, the worse it gets for him.
Not dropping this. I'm just
I'm
dropping
talking about
a
in
hit.
general. The
Drop a
longer
hit?
it takes for him to drop, the worse it gets for him.
Yeah. So he'll drop a hit. He'll have some subliminals in it, and everybody will forget it.
He needs to
'Cause
drop.
that's who he is.
He
I
needs
mean,
to.
He's that big. He's that big.
Nah,
Bounce
the longer
I think he'll
it's,
bounce back.
You think he'll bounce back?
if it depends on the time frame.
Jay-Z bounced back after
bounce
Ether.
back if he responds soon. If he respond as in
Like makes a song.
Makes a song, yeah.
Not a diss track. It doesn't have to be a diss track.
No,
If he starts
he
making
waved the
music,
white flag
if
already.
he starts making music soon, yeah. Because there's still a lot of people that think, just for example, like Nas and Jay-Z, there's still people that think that Jay-Z won, there's still people that think Nas won. Whatever the case is,
there's
wherever
always
you
a
want.
mixed crowd.
Yeah,
There's always
so
a mixed crowd.
This is the same thing, no doubt. People
Yeah.
think Drake won. A lot of people don't want to listen to. Okay, I gotta think on music.
Yeah.
Double entendre. Why is he?
No, but you see, that's where you're wrong though. This Euphoria shit actually made a lot of people.
Yeah, but not
I
on
was seeing
Twitter?
I was seeing.
Oh, there's a lot of breakdown videos now.
Yeah.
Of it.
where kids were pulling up like.
Yeah, but Twitter
lyrics on
was
class and
eating that
shit.
up alive, talking about who the hell wants to listen to this, and nobody
Oh,
playing.
That's the mainstream right
And
there.
those
Yeah.
always,
That's
there's
the
always
mainstream
gonna be
right there.
those people.
Yeah,
but
so that's why.
this is where the problem is. You want to know the truth?
You can't outnumber that ever.
No.
That's the mainstream. You
I
can't
think.
outnumber that.
I think.
no matter how
personally-
good Kendrick is.
I personally think that this is the beginning of the end for Drake.
I don't
I don't think so.
I'm not saying he's gonna be irrelevant tomorrow.
I'll take that back. Do you know why I might agree? Because Drake is fucking up so much of his relationships. For example, all the beefs he has.
Yeah.
Like, I forgot about his beef with James Harden,
That's what I was just about to say.
Pharrell, Tyga, all the DJs.
If I was Drake, who cares about my Drake with James Harden? He's a basketball player. I don't really
this
care,
is-
but
this is
I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
Exactly
but
what
it's-
AJ
but it's,
said, yo.
it's relationships though.
Yeah.
You're screwing
This
up.
is- this
How
is the
many?
issue.
The reason he's a culture vulture is because he has to.
Yeah.
People can't tell me. People can't tell me he doesn't have to be a culture vulture. I don't care. Nobody
He has
says
to
that's the only way to stay relevant with his type of music in today's day and age. Because if he kept the same style, same flow, it wouldn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
There's only but a certain people, and Drake is not one of them that can do that. Cole and Kendrick, they can do that and stay with their same styles for eternity and stay the same.
Yeah.
That's the thing, yo. Like he started as an actor.
Drake, yes.
Not
yes.
just an actor.
We
He
know.
started off as an actor grabbing cheeks.
He started. No, but listen.
Nah, that actually happened though. You seen that video?
He started as an actor.
I think I did. I have to double
Yeah,
check.
he
but-
was in a show, in a movie or a show. I shared it on Facebook. He was grabbing cheeks. Drake was grabbing cheeks.
I mean, that's he's an actor. I mean,
Consensual?
sometimes you got to do that.
Well, it was,
Were they underage cheeks? were they of age cheeks? What kind of cheeks?
I don't want to comment because I want to get
men
canceled.
cheeks.
I don't want to get canceled.
cheeks?
Oh,
Men
men
cheeks.
cheeks. Oh, okay. Okay, that's part of
There's
acting.
nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, as long as
Definitely nothing wrong with that.
I mean, there's
I
something
just
wrong
got to
with-
say that 'cause I don't want to get canceled.
I don't do that, but there's nothing wrong with that as long as they're of age. If he goes that way, that's cool.
That's fine.
As long as they're of age.
Bottoms up.
Yeah. Exactly. As long as they're
Yo,
of age, that's it. That's
my
all
issue
I'm
with-
say on that.
I stick with the women cheeks. But anyways,
Yeah,
what-
to each your own. That's all I'm
the
gonna say
problem
about
is
that.
the problem is like what AJ said. He lost a lot of his sources. And actually, you know what? I wanted to touch up on this because when you was talking about earlier, you was talking about ghostwriters. Everybody
Yeah.
has ghostwriters.
Not everybody. Not everybody.
Everybody to a certain extent. If they're not ghostwriters, they're proof writers. You understand what I'm saying? Yes.
So you're gonna tell me Nas has a ghostwriter or a proofreader?
No. I'm not saying.
You said everybody.
Okay, my
You-
bad.
Yeah,
bro. I'm
you
talking
have
about
to.
Yeah,
Kendrick
Right.
don't got a ghostwriter.
I can guarantee you, Nas has ghostwriters and a proofreader.
Nas has proofreaders. I guarantee.
So
you
every
Nas-
artist has a proofreader.
I guarantee you, every
Why?
artist has a. Proofreader.
Okay, so by a ghostwriter, you don't.
So you
have
think
to,
he's gonna write down a verse, right? Just picture it. I'm trying to,
Dude, if Nas
trying to paint
wrote
a
a
picture.
verse and he passed it to me and said, "Yo, Mike, check that and let me know how it is," I'm proofreading. I'm not gonna go and say that
That's
I
different
wrote
from
it
a
for him.
ghostwriter.
Okay,
But
so wait,
that's
watch
what
this,
I'm
right?
talking about.
That's different from a ghostwriter.
Here's an idea.
Okay, but that's what's called a reference track. That's what's a reference.
So here's also an
That's
idea,
tough,
right?
man.
You write a verse, right? Verse
Alright.
is fire. Your homeboy is like, oh, I think if you switch this word with this word, that's ghostwriting.
Nah, that's called helping out. It's not ghostwriting.
That's ghostwriting.
That's not
It's
ghostwriting.
You get credit for
Ghostwriting
that.
is
Go
Ghost-
help
no,
it
no,
out.
no.
You get
Ghost
credit for
write,
that.
yes.
I doubt it. For a word,
For
or if you should put that line versus.
Yo,
if
that's
that
that's
makes
why-
that bar better, yes, you
That's
get credit
exactly
for that.
That's
why
wild.
I don't
That's
even
wild.
knock. I don't knock Drake for that ghostwriting shit. That's not the problem I have.
I
with
do.
Drake. I don't have the no.
Because he stole verses.
Stuff.
No, he's still verses.
Oh, yo,
verses.
actually, yes.
Multiple
He got
songs.
some
He
Soulja
stole
Boy verses.
verses.
All right. Okay,
He's got a lot.
listen. Let me speak on this real quick before. I want.
Go ahead.
Because it's like funny. Because it's like yeah, bringing up shit that I want to touch on. All right. The reason why I remember I just told you I was.
No, just
Oh, I just told y'all that I was a Drake fan at one point. What kind of made me not, and it's the same shit with like if you ever listen to Logic, because Logic does this shit a lot too. He's a big culture vulture too. But
We'll
get into that. I don't think
but he's a proper culture vulture. He's not like Drake.
Can you consider him a
he's
culture
a
vulture?
polite
you
culture
can't.
vulture.
I don't think you can, but we'll talk about that after.
Logic?
Go ahead. Yeah, I don't think you could.
I gotta
He's a huge
hear.
culture vulture. Okay, so
Why is that?
because of what you guys said, yo, he came out with Practice and you sang Juvenile's whole verse. Like then the next CD has.
But is that culture vulture?
Or is it giving props?
That's not giving props, dude. Not when
Or is it just
Because
ghostwriting?
I can rap a
Hold
Nas
on,
verse right now.
Or is that just ghostwriting?
Not
Or
when you
stealing lyrics?
Not when you do
Drake
it to
steals
the
lyrics all
level
the time.
as Drake does it, dude. He was making full albums that were all references. He was making full albums that had full verses of Eminem.
Yeah,
Bringing
even
Aaliyah,
Soulja Boy is
sampling
proof.
Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Like you understand. So that's actually I was like, nah, I kind of don't like that. So that's when I started kind of
You
like.
can't really put sampling in there as culture vulture. That's either paying homage or you just like it that much you want to put it in your song.
To a level, dude. If you oversample, yeah. If you oversample,
Is there such thing as oversampling?
Yeah,
Honestly, I'm trying to
dude.
like.
You can't. You telling me you're gonna have a whole album samples?
Why not? I know Kanye does it a lot. Kanye does a lot of
Kanye's
sampling.
a big sampler.
RZA does
Well,
a lot of
Kanye,
sampling.
I always felt that Kanye was overrated.
Premier, a lot of his beats are sampling
He just
from
called-
other songs.
You just called Kanye overrated.
Yeah, Kanye overrated.
God.
That was
College
crazy.
dropout, graduation was the last great Kanye we had.
I
You didn't
agree.
like The Life of Pablo?
A lot of people like that. I don't know why.
I loved it.
Graduation
I don't know
was
why.
the last.
Loved it.
Graduation was the last great Kanye we
See,
had.
I agree with you. This is like
When
the
you-
rare thing we agree on.
When you split and then you make 808s and Heartbreak and that shit complete trash. And
Wow.
then you
I'm not
couple-
calling,
there's a
I'm
couple
not
hits
calling
out there.
808s and
There's a couple
Heartbreak
hits out
trash.
people, you tell people
I'm not calling that trash.
is amazing
couple
because
hits out
I'm
there.
Kanye. Yo, Gordon Ramsay can't.
Nah, his song
serve me
"Amazing" was
shit.
amazing.
Gordon Ramsay can't sell me shit. Can't serve me shit and tell me is good because it's Gordon Ramsay. You understand me? 808s. Yo, I
like the reference.
I'm
It's
just
good.
saying, like,
It's a good reference.
okay, cool. Yo,
I fucked with 808 Heartbreaks.
yo,
I'll say right now.
cool.
Not the whole
Kanye,
album.
you tried that shit.
But there's some songs on there. I'm like,
Okay,
yo,
but hold
this
up.
is fire.
How
Yo,
many
but
people
listen,
actually
listen,
albums
listen.
you listen to the whole
This
thing?
is what I'm trying to say, though. Kanye, you went to a different direction. You tried it. It sounded okay. Don't make it sound like it was God's work. And that's what he does a lot, bro.
That's because he calls himself a god. That's,
Exactly.
that's his mindset, though.
Yeah. I mean,
Exactly.
He's always been a little.
I'm touching on that. Yeah, I'm
Graduation
touching on that.
Kanye was the last best Kanye we had.
I like the Life of Pablo a lot, like a lot.
What
like
songs were on
Yeezus?
there?
No,
Yeezus was
Garbage.
trash. Yeah, it was trash.
You like
wait, no, Jesus. There's some songs I really like. I'm not gonna lie.
Blood
There's-
on the Leaves was the only good song on that.
Nah, there's a couple good songs I like. I'm not gonna lie.
Did I even hear that one?
And
I
plus,
don't think I
you
gave it a
also
chance.
hold
Blood
on.
on
That
the
means you're also
Leaves.
eliminating the
That shit-
albums with Jay
And
Z.
that was a Teen Night. That was a Teen Night sample.
So you didn't like the albums with him and Jay Z?
Watch the
That
Throne was okay. It was good.
Oh yeah, he outshined Jay Z. Definitely.
On a lot of
So
songs,
that-
yeah.
that
That's
wasn't-
a collab. That's not just
So
him.
what?
That's
yeah,
not just
that's a
him.
collab. It counts as a collab. It's not just him.
That's not just him.
I agree. It's good. A lot of the songs on there were really good.
He outshined Jay Z. I'll give him that. Yo, I'm not dissing Kanye. I'm a Kanye fan. I have
He
every single
outshined Jay
album.
Z though.
I have
What
every
song?
single hard copy album Kanye.
Certain songs he definitely did.
What song?
I have 808s hard
Yeah.
copy.
Yeah.
I was disappointed when I got it, but I have it.
Nah, that wasn't. I was happy. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed 808 Heartbreak.
So yes, oversampling.
And I like the Life of Pablo.
Anyways, going back to Drake, oversampling can be a problem. You know what I mean? Because there's no. It's like then it's like we're starting to question, yo, who's really you? What's really your song?
Yeah.
You understand? And that's
But
actually,
that's not him though. If
That's
it's a
the-
sample,
that's-
that's the producer.
That's the but he still
he has to sign off, agree, and like the
off
beat
on
and
it,
buy
especially
it,
as
whatever.
big as
But
Drake is, you know,
Yeah.
he got a lot to say on what beats he's
for sure, definitely. But
So that becomes a big question now. It's like, yo, what's your sound?
Yeah.
And that's a lot of the questioning that he's going through now. Why? Because Kendrick made that very he opened people's eyes to that. Yo, you guys, you know,
yeah,
your number one artist is a culture vulture. Your number one artist is a dude who has no sound. Your number one artist is a dude who has hundreds of reference tracks, tons of ghostwriters.
yeah.
You understand? So this is why I'm saying, yeah, this is the beginning of the end for Drake. I personally think so. And to top it off, bro, I haven't even talked about the pedo shit.
I kind of don't even want to talk about that. That's just another level
Why?
of disgusting.
Exactly.
I know it is.
Thank
I
you.
agree. No,
It
It's
is.
terrible. It's terrible. I don't
It is.
even want to.
And I'm not saying he's doing something with the little girls.
Who knows?
Who knows?
No one knows. Yeah, no one will ever know.
Everything
But
is an allegation, but this is where the problem is.
That's just some
You get
nasty
accused
shit.
of being a pedo, you could sit here and be like, oh, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
No, but there's pictures.
The pictures
There's a
make it
video.
weird.
There's a video too. Yeah.
Hold on, because people are like, oh, that's a fake video. That video has been out for ages.
But now
Before
it's getting
AI.
attention.
Well, it got attention beforehand,
You-
but it
And
just
the thing-
Not as big as it is now. I
yeah
think.
because Kendrick and because of
Because
the
of
beat.
Kendrick actually made me.
That goes
remember,
back to the
'cause I remember
attention
when that
hip-hop's
shit first
getting.
came
Yeah,
out, I
me
was
too.
Like, well, that's mad weird.
Yeah,
and
me
then I
too.
forgot about it.
Yeah,
And
yeah, because he wasn't the only one. I believe Pusha T is the one that brought it up too.
the whole Kylie shit, where he was like kissing up on Kylie at 16.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, this dude
on the
weird.
cheek and shit like that. That was
31
weird.
texting a 13-year-old, like
Yeah, that was
you
weird.
can't. You shouldn't even be able to. Even if the text messages are high, you don't do that shit.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You know?
That's terrible.
So-
I don't like that.
So listen, if
But see, that was my whole thing. It was the Texan Millie Bobby Brown at 14. We already know that you did, bro. That's weird. That's weirdo shit. I don't care if you're an artist. I don't care who you are. If you're texting a 14-year-old that's not family, that's not related to you, that got nothing to do with you in life, besides, oh, they made a good TV show.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird.
No, I agree.
antics.
That
So
definitely
that's
shouldn't
what I'm
take
saying,
place.
'cause
Hugging on a
shit.
17-year-old, talking
Yeah.
about their
shit
thick.
like that, bro,
It's
is
crazy.
career ending shit. That's career ending stuff. Like you have partners. You say you have deal with Nike. They're not gonna wait. Let's say he,
Oh, Nike's the biggest one too, like you just
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
They're
Let's
real
say-
quick to drop it, but
let's
Drake
say-
is Drake.
Definitely, yeah,
But they're
let's
real
say
quick.
somebody. This is just a example. Let's say somebody they come out and say, "Oh yeah, he was talking to me. He was messing around with me while I was underage." Now he's going to court. You think they're gonna wait? They're gonna wait to see what the verdict is? They're not
No,
gonna wait
definitely
for
not.
that.
They're gonna drop him.
They're gonna drop him.
You know,
Same thing Marvel did with Jonathan
And
Majors.
you know what's
That's
crazy,
not
right?
topic, boy. That's the same thing they did with him.
You know what's
They're
crazy?
not gonna wait.
Him.
Yeah,
Yo,
they're gonna drop
nobody
him.
wants to be next.
Yeah.
This is why I said that was the best thing J. Cole did.
I gotta hear that.
Yeah, exactly. We
gotta hear that.
This
We were
is
talking before the
this
podcast.
is why I said this was the best decision J. Cole did, because before J. Cole said I'm sorry, them pedo allegations didn't come out yet.
That's true.
So now,
but he has nothing to do with that.
no, it doesn't matter. You're defending someone that has some pedo allegations. You're defending somebody that's accused of a pedo.
No,
I
see,
was
This is why this was the smartest shit J. Cole did.
see, I
As
don't think
somebody-
so. I'm refute that.
Bro,
the reason for that is because he could have
rough.
turned against him.
You get what I'm saying?
No, I do. Get
Maybe
what you're
because
saying.
maybe he didn't know those allegations and he just because J. Cole is not someone that's on the internet,
Yeah, no,
so he don't really know details like that unless somebody tells him.
He's
Yeah.
not
But
on
then
the
that's
internet,
pretty
bro.
sure somebody told him.
But
He's
that's
not
then
on
again
the
that's
internet,
he said
bro,
she
but
said shit.
You're not
Yeah.
gonna tell me when they send him a ticket to the Grammys he doesn't attend.
He doesn't. He only attended. He only
Nah.
attended one,
Yeah.
and that was the one he got with. That was the one he got with. I don't even know if it was a Grammy, but an award with.
Dude,
21 Savage.
They all know each other.
Yeah, they do.
all chill with each
Yeah.
other. So even though he's not out on the internet, he knows what's going on.
Yeah, because
He
he
knows
just got
what's
his
buzzing
he just got his first Grammy with Drake.
with the first person.
Yeah,
Yeah, so but regardless, he knows what's buzzing. You understand? He knows what's being thrown
yeah.
out there.
Because he's also always referenced the Grammys. That's another
So-
thing I want to get into before we finish with J. Cole stuff. People mention that. Oh, the Grammys. We don't listen to the Grammys no more. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Right. But Kendrick has over double your Grammys, and he's 80% less active than you are.
Yeah.
So how does that make sense?
Yeah.
Make that make sense. You're
Listen.
80% less active than this person, and he has
I love Kendrick.
over double the
I
Grammys.
love Kendrick, but I'm not gonna be biased. And when it comes to claiming a greatest, I say keep accolades and sales out of it. So that's gonna pertain to even Kendrick.
No, but yeah, okay. So, but my point is that Drake is jealous of the fact that's why he brought it up in the song. He's jealous of the fact of him getting Grammys.
When he was like, spoke, give this dude
Kendrick said a word. Somebody give him a Grammy
because he's jealous of it.
You're jealous of it. You make music.
Or does he think that Kendrick's not really saying shit, and he's
that's
like, they give him a Grammy
that's why
for
he
it.
Drake stands too.
But that doesn't make any sense.
Correlation. They don't see like, yo, this dude drives.
There's only one person in history to have a Pulitzer for rap music, and that is Kendrick Lamar. Yeah. That's not something that's just given out.
That's a bigger.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. No, it is. That's definitely more important than a Grammy.
And on top of that, Kendrick is not speaking on like hoes and. He's alcoholism,
popping bottles. I know what you're saying.
Black Lives Matter movement, or people going through issues movements, or relationship problems. He's speaking on people stuff that everybody can relate to, literally. That's something that you can get a Grammy for, right? That's not something that you could just you got a pop song, you got a hit. That's okay. Everybody got hits.
Yeah,
not everybody gets Grammys.
Ja Rule had hits. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but you're talking about somebody
because people chose sides.
We got to talk about this. He had a 5-year hiatus, came back, won a Grammy because of that. In that 5 years, how many Grammys did he didn't even catch up to Drake? I mean to Kendrick Lamar at all.
Yeah, probably not.
He didn't. Neither did J. Cole. Because they're not putting out content.
They're not putting out content
that is on the same wave.
I mean, the Grammy just an award show. It doesn't tell you how good you are, how bad you are.
It doesn't. But it's what people are listening to and what they're relating themselves to. Yeah. Is how I see it. Because country music,
they get a lot of Grammys.
They get a lot of Grammys. But the reason for that is because the majority of the people listen to country music. They're relating to country music.
See, that contradicts what you said because everybody listens to Drake.
But not everybody relates to Drake.
Not everybody relates to him, but still.
Rick Ross. Nobody's relating to Rick Ross.
AJ, that's weird to me though, because that's why I said I don't count numbers.
I get it.
Charts.
I get it.
I don't count sales. I don't count accolades.
I overall don't trust the Grammys.
It comes to claiming the greatest. What I will compare is. When Drake and Kendrick do release music at the same time, Kendrick always outsells him, and Kendrick always outbeat him. That I will compare.
How many times it has happened, and do you have proof? I want to see it. This is me being devil's advocate. I want to see it. I gotta see it.
Every time he won a Grammy for his albums, Drake dropped an album.
You can win a Grammy and not be the better person or better album.
Yes.
Killer Mike,
Drake
who had a great
album consecutively.
Killer Mike last year. Had one of the best albums last year.
Got a Grammy.
But he beat out Nas's album, which was way better. And I heard both.
I don't think so.
Yes, it was.
Run the Jewels 4?
No. Killer Mike's was, what was Killer Mike's
Michael.
album? Michael, yes.
That was fire.
Great album.
I don't think so.
I don't think
it was
so.
better than Nas's album, bro.
And I'm going to tell you why.
I think it was better.
Hold on. I'm going to tell you why.
Rapper.
I think it was Magic 3. Magic 3 is insane.
I'm going to tell you why.
What? Michael was fire. I listened to it. I was like, this won a Grammy over Nas. Let me listen to it.
It was good. He was snubbed with Run the Jewels albums, though.
Yeah.
See, I never heard it for that long, so I don't know.
Yeah.
That shit was
Killer Mike's been out for ages.
No, I know he has.
Yeah.
But I never, that's not somebody I'm going out my way to listen to.
You don't listen to Run the Jewels?
I don't think I've ever
listened to them.
I can honestly never say
Listen, it's just a duo. It's LP and Killer Mike.
Okay.
Fine.
See, I know Killer Mike. He's been around for a long time.
Like, dude, that's like real hip hop. That's like old school hip hop today.
So I'm gonna like it. I know I am.
And he even they have like a quote unquote a third member, which is Zach from Rage Against the Machines. Fire, yo. He's a dope ass MC too. I think you'll like him. You'll like him.
I like Killer Mike. He's a good rapper. That album was awesome. I just don't think it was better than Magic 3.
Okay, why not?
Magic 3 was awesome. Man.
Okay, did Magic 3 did Magic 3 sound like the rest of them?
Because he's a Nas fan.
Yeah,
this
okay.
is true.
I know. That's called being biased.
You have to be unbiased, bro. My favorite
That's
rapper
unbiased.
of all time is Nas. I have more Jay-Z albums.
That's wild.
Why? Because
That's
I can't
wild.
take Nas and play him in the car.
Yes, you could.
No, you can't,
Yes,
bro.
you could.
You're not gonna bump.
No,
you're
hold on.
not gonna roll your window
him?
down and bump rewind in the whip, bro.
You're insane. Of course you
not.
would.
See his.
Of course you would.
So hold on, wait.
You're
His
crazy.
idea. See, 'cause I understand
So
that.
you're gonna
I
play
understand
girls,
it.
girls, girls over rewind,
No, but
Right.
I'm gonna play Takeover.
I'd rather play.
over ether.
I'd rather
Nah,
play
nah,
hard.
that-
Hold on,
that
wait.
was
Hold
bad.
on. I'd rather play Hard Not Life.
I'll play You Don't Know.
You're gonna play Hard Knock Life.
I'll play Hard
over
Knock
Rewind.
Life. Yes.
Yes.
Over rewind.
Yes.
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 You guys are
Rewind.
fucking-
Yo, I love Nas. Nas. This is why I love
In a
Nas.
car?
Yo,
I'm going out. I'm going out.
I'm so
Yeah, yeah.
ecstatic.
I'm bumping Hard Not Life before I bump Rewind.
Yes,
That's crazy.
I'm so ecstatic that he got with Hit Boy.
Yeah, that's
Because
awesome. That's the
He
greatest 3-year
had
run. I swear.
Drake, Nas has always picked some shitty ass beats, bro.
Yeah.
Watch this. Hold on. Wait.
Great lyrics,
Nas.
shitty beats.
Watch this. How many? Nas had a 3-year run, right?
6 albums, 3 years. Yeah.
How many Grammys did he win?
Grammy's not important.
How many Grammys did he win? Did he win one? Yes or no?
Nah,
I don't think
nah,
so.
nah.
No.
He did.
He won with Magic 3. No,
No,
yeah,
no, King's
He got
Disease.
beat out by Killer Mike.
He got one's a King's Disease.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 or 3. One of those two.
If it was
I
two,
think it was two.
It was 2.
I think it was two. King's Disease.
Yeah.
Where did Drake get a Grammy that year? He didn't, but he also dropped. Want to know why? Because people prefer to listen to not just
stuff they relate to. I get your point.
exactly.
I know that. I get
That's
your
the point. Hits don't always equal Grammys.
But
But-
Grammys
but
are like the
okay,
same.
but
It's,
yeah,
it's
you're
an
right.
award. It's like
But this is why
you got
I
a
said
VMA,
I
like,
don't
who
count
cares?
accolades because it also depends on what is being released. There's times when J. Cole and Kendrick you don't hear for them.
Nah,
Drake-
J. Cole, you definitely hear from.
Nah, J. Cole, you don't hear. You hear.
he
you
go,
hear
he
about
goes
him
on
as-
his hiatuses for a
Yes,
little bit there. He
you
does.
hear about him more than Kendrick, but you don't.
Nah,
hear
because
him, you don't hear about him as much as Drake. There's times when there's periods.
Oh, yeah,
where
nobody does.
Drake, Drake's on every year.
And
Like,
this is referring to the big three. There's periods and times where both Kendrick and J. Cole are absent.
Nah, there hasn't been for J. Cole. The reason for that is because of his features and the albums that he's putting out for Dreamville Records.
like which ones?
Dude,
He's had three Dreamville Records
what was
albums.
what was his KOD album?
What do you mean? What was his KOD album?
What year?
That was like what 2016.
Okay, what was the album before that?
That was not Forest Hills Drive.
No, it was the one after that. Just Your Eyes Only.
Oh yeah, yours only.
Yeah, okay.
I wasn't too much of a fan of Your Eyes Only. But
What was it? I wasn't a big fan of it. What was it? That's not the point though. What was the
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, it's like 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
but he was also on mad features after that.
It
And
does-
He was on a run for features.
He was,
for a
yeah,
while.
but that's J. Cole's thing. He's on a run for features for years, and then he drops the
He
album.
started features after in between KOD and the what was his last album?
Which one?
The last one, the one he had. Like,
Oh, you're talking about you're talking about Mike Delete Later, or you're talking about the one before that?
no, the one before that.
Oh, you're talking about the one where he had 21 Savage on too.
And he had Cameron.
Yeah, no, that was his recent one.
Yeah, that album I'm talking
You
about.
might delete later.
No, dude, he did have Cameron on that too. But
Yeah, I don't remember him having Cam in the other one.
I don't even know when the fuck that happened. When he get so cool with Cameron.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I respect that though. I like the fact that he had Cam on there because I fuck with Cam. I like Cam.
Cam's
Yes,
trash.
Yeah,
Oh,
nah.
Cameron.
Dude,
God,
we're
we're gonna go back to this
We're not
again.
talking about music though. We're talking about like realness. Like he's influential regardless. He had Diamond.
Don't
Records.
tell me he's not influential.
He's
Cameron?
He made
Cameron-
men put on pink feather coats.
Cameron is an
I don't
influential
care.
icon in hip hop.
Just because you don't care doesn't mean doesn't happen. It just you're being biased.
I'm not being biased.
Okay,
Cameron's
so say
a
he's
good
not
rapper.
influential is crazy.
He might be influential, but he's not a good rapper.
Saying again biased. That's bias. You're being
the
biased.
off season.
The off season was tough.
Yeah, but there's gaps in between that.
Dreamville, he made albums with Dreamville Records.
That's a collab.
That's something he's producing and he's on the albums.
But the chances of him getting a Grammy off of that is very slim, bro.
But that's because it's what he wants.
Okay. Compared to Drake though,
Yeah,
He's
Drake's
dropping
doing everything.
2 albums in a year.
He's doing everything for himself.
Okay,
J. Cole
but
is not.
that's
but
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So this is. I'm just trying to make a point. I'm not disagreeing with what you're
Yeah.
saying. My point I'm trying to make is, this is why I don't count accolades and I don't count Grammys and stuff, because in those periods where Drake drops something and J. Cole and Kendrick does it, that increases the chances of him winning a Grammy.
Who?
Drake.
But that's not the case.
He doesn't win them.
Because he only has 5, and he's been putting.
I'm not saying that he's won. I'm just saying that regardless whether he wins or not, that increases his chances of winning. Because there's
I know what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Because there's 2 influential artists not even partaking in the Grammys. That's what my point is.
Yes, it is. Kendrick has 12, and he's played less than him. That's my point.
That makes you a better MC?
That's my point.
No, AJ, I understand what you're saying, but you're not understanding what.
No, I am what you're saying. You're saying
because remember, there's Grammys for best album, there's Grammys for best song. You can win most
guest feature. That's another Grammy. Yeah,
you can win multiple Grammys in 1 year.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's still not. That has nothing to do with what I'm saying.
Okay, so watch this. So if you have you're saying if you have more music, it's more of a chance to get a Grammy. That's what you're saying, right?
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that it is also dictated by who's your opponent at that time. Dude, even album releases, they're strategically dropped.
Absolutely.
Jay-Z had one of the best strategies when it comes to his albums. You know when Jay-Z would always drop? Holidays.
Yeah.
When people would have money for albums. I'm talking about back in the day.
Yeah.
This is a strategy. This is why they're referring to. Oh, I bet you won't drop. They've been talking that shit. Oh, I bet you won't drop when Taylor Swift drops. Because they're not going to.
Nobody wants to do that.
You get what I'm saying?
Right now, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm not talking about how much he won, how much Drake won, and this and that. I'm not talking about whether he did win or not. What I'm saying is, a lot of the fans don't realize that. Oh, he's number 1 on the charts. He has this many songs, bro. But he also has 3 times the amount of music. So how is that something to be amazed about? But then when Kendrick and J. Cole, every time Kendrick drops,
he wins a Grammy.
Drake loses to him. So what I'm saying is
again, I'm gonna need numbers for that. You say that. I want side by side numbers.
I don't know if he does because Drake has.
No. You just told me he has more Grammys than him.
He does because every time
that's different from numbers.
That's different from numbers. That's my point. Every time Kendrick has dropped, Drake has dropped that year.
Drake drops every year.
Exactly. He has 80% more music than he does.
Than everybody.
Exactly. Yeah. And still has
less.
Way less. It's not just it's a very large amount. But
he has higher charts. He has higher charting.
Who?
Drake. He has way more number ones.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yes.
For sure. Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Okay. So
how are you getting? So that's my point. So how are you getting more Grammys?
This is the thing. AJ thinks I'm arguing with him, and I'm actually agreeing with him. This is what's so funny.
And I love to watch it. I'm just watching.
I actually agree with him. Yeah. So what I'm saying is the reason why he has this many number 1 charts is because Kendrick don't drop, not like that, not like us that many times. He's not.
Okay.
He's not.
Okay.
I've been agreeing with you this whole time.
It didn't sound like it. I'm not gonna lie. It didn't sound like it.
But I'm arguing with this dude. I'm like, bro, you're saying the same thing.
It didn't sound like it. My bad. You're right. You got it. It didn't sound like it.
This is what I've been telling. This is what I've been telling Drake fans, the fucking hardcore. Yeah. He didn't tell them where he got his ad from fans. Like, I've been telling them, dude, you guys are comparing. You guys don't know how to do your fucking ratios. Because if Drake dropped the album every year for 8 years, but Kendrick dropped the album only 4 albums for their 8 years, but then he beats him in the charts every time he drops, you know what I'm saying? The only reason for Drake's
I can't say it about the charts thing just because
the only reason for Drake's success is because your only competitions are not dropping as frequently. You kind of get what I'm saying?
But they're also not culture vulturing because Drake
Listen.
bounces to whatever's hot at the moment.
Kendrick is quality over
Quantity.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, he's quality over quantity.
That's preferred.
You understand
Yeah.
me? So, and that's the thing that this is why you need the ghostwriters, because when you're trying to put out that much records, you know what I'm
no
saying?
excuse
You
for
run
a
out
damn
of material.
ghostwriter.
You run out of
You
material.
run out of material. Yo,
It
writer's
might be
block's
that
a
might be
real
the case,
thing,
but
bro.
still.
Run out of material. Which is why I don't mind. Give me the hits. I'm not
If
here.
you're in it for the money, yes.
Yeah,
if you do it for the love
absolutely.
of hip hop and love for the culture, you're
But
not gonna do a
that's
ghostwriter.
done. To me, that's done and over with for him.
But that's why I'm a Kendrick
Probably,
fan
maybe.
over
It's
Drake
done and
fan.
over with him.
Yeah,
People,
he keeps
It's
it
not,
original.
that,
It's just
that's
him.
something.
People
That's something that's not up for the artist. That's up for the listeners.
and
You
also
understand?
the
And
company.
Drake is always going to be number one because he makes music for everybody.
And that's also up to the
He don't
company.
make
that.
music for you. He don't make music for me. He don't make music for AJ. He make music for everybody.
And here's an
Yeah.
example.
He makes, and this is his winner right here. This is where he wins. He makes music for the female population. This is where he made this. That's where
That's
he
what I
wins.
meant. That's what I meant earlier when I said the power of Drake.
When he be
He's
like,
gonna. There's gonna be women singing
with
his
that- with that-
songs, like even in
when
this
he be
song.
singing with
Yeah.
the A minors.
Hey,
When he be
yo.
hitting them A minor notes. That's for the females, and women love that shit.
You get women
are
across the
biggest
country
followers.
singing your diss song towards Kendrick.
Not dissing the women. I'm
That's
just
the power.
saying that.
No,
you
I'm
know,
saying women are singing Drake's diss song about Kendrick across the country.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge. That's the power of Drake. He can do that.
But
Kendrick-
right now,
Kendrick-
guess he can. Kendrick's doing it right now, but not like us.
Yeah.
The whole world is singing
But
it.
the reason why he's saying
Right
that is
now.
because of other shit though.
Yeah, I know he's saying it.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah, but not like us.
This is why.
is
Okay, so let's go back.
has
Yeah,
double. Hold on, it's double. It
Double
takes Family Matters
Yeah.
and Push Ups, put them together, and Not Like Us has more views than both of them.
Like it
does.
It
No,
went
it-
viral. Like it went viral.
Yeah.
It's on
This is why.
TikTok.
This is why I said that this is the beginning of the end for Drake.
I don't think so.
Yes.
I don't think so, but
Yes.
Everybody's
Because
entitled to their own
I think
opinion.
he's awfully close,
I'm
though.
with that.
He
Yeah.
only
think he's awfully close.
he only has his core fans now.
Drake,
Yes.
you're insane.
He only
I-
has
I-
his
You're
core
insane.
fans.
I don't even like Drake.
And the
you're
reason
insane.
why he only has his core fans is because he didn't tell him that he used that V12 to give him the abs. But he only has his core fans now. Dude, you got pedo allegations, okay? That's pissing off fathers that have
Yeah.
daughters. That's pissing off mothers that have daughters that was listening to
because I know people that aren't Kendrick Lamar fans, and I just had this argument
I-
with them, and they don't want to listen to Drake no more. They legit said they don't want to listen to Drake anymore because they don't like the idea of him being a pedo.
that touches people. Some people don't give
No,
a
it
fuck.
does. I know, there's-
A lot of people.
a lot
do.
of people don't care. But
It's sad because I'm in a music group and they bring that up, right? They
That-
talk about that and they compare Kendrick to beating his wife. But when I bring up the fact that people are still listening to Chris Brown after Chris Brown practically made Rihanna look like,
I mean, it was one
Those
hit.
are
but I know
Drake
one
fans
hit?
that's gonna bring that up because
did you see her face?
Apparently, it is one hit.
She had a black and blue here, busted lip. She was
All I saw was a busted lip on one side and a black eye.
okay, but
That
this
could
is
be
this,
just-
this is the
again,
this is the thing, and I'm not
it's all
condoning.
speculation. We don't know for
I'm
sure.
not
he
condoning.
fucked up. He did her dirty.
Yeah, but she hit him first.
She definitely hit him first.
That's fucked up.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
listen,
yeah,
I
he's
condone it. No,
he's
no, no,
6
no.
feet.
I'm not
Yeah.
condoning domestic,
Definitely not.
but we got to be real and understand that domestic and pedophile don't add up.
they don't.
There's-
No,
there's
they're
no-
way different. They're way
There's
different.
no lesser. I mean, there's a lesser evil.
There is a lesser evil,
programs,
yes.
There's programs. There's family. There's therapies. There's you know what I mean, interventions for domestic.
Yeah.
There's jail time for pedophilia.
Yeah.
That's it. You understand?
true.
So it's worse. So when Drake, I hate when Drake fans get on. Well, Kendrick's beating his wife, and if he is,
that happens all across America.
if he
all
is,
across the world.
I'm not saying it's okay, but I'd rather be a wife beater than a fucking, touching these
Pedophile,
kids.
Yeah, pedophile. Yeah. Just say pedo. When you say
Then a
when you-
pedo-
when you say it out, it just sounds even
It's
worse.
cringy.
Yeah. You just say the word; it's better
Talking
than
to
fucking.
14
I'm not.
talking
Con-
about
you
honesty.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm not
I'm sorry.
condoning the both. I'm not
Oh
condoning.
yeah, definitely
either.
not. I agree.
So,
Facts.
and then on top of that, you got like I said, you got the fathers that are fathers to daughters.
Yeah.
He's a predator. You got mothers that has kids. He's a predator. You're losing fan base there.
I'm one
Okay.
example. I'm a father of a 13-year-old girl. She likes
I can't
Drake.
listen to Car.
Now I'm like, when she turns it on, I'm like, turn it off. Now
I
it's
can't
like
listen
turned
to
off.
R. Kelly no more. It disgusts me. I can't listen to R. Kelly no more.
Okay. See, we're gonna get into this.
I wanna come to the hotel.
We're gonna get into this.
Have
this is definitely-
fun, baby. Yo, I can't listen to R. Kelly no more. And I used to love his music.
But it's like acting.
And
It's a separate life. Hold on,
matter, bro.
you gotta let me go. Let me
Go ahead.
eat. Let me eat a little bit. It's like acting.
Yeah, I get that part.
Are you mad at Josh Brolin for playing Thanos? Like for snapping his finger? I know it's a hypothetical. It's a freaking movie. It's fake. But it's acting.
I'm about to hit you right now with something.
But it's acting. It's
I'm about to hit
different.
you right now with something.
It's different from, again, music
Okay.
and your real life. Michael Jackson, no one knows for sure what he did, but his music's great.
When you done-
And his music doesn't
When you
say...
done, pass me the torch when you're done, all right, bro?
I will. In his music, it doesn't show anything of that type of behavior.
Mm-hmm.
So it's different from his personal life.
Yeah.
Same thing with R. Kelly. Some songs are, close enough. You're like, maybe he might be talking about that, but I don't know. Well, who's the other one? It's R. Kelly. It's Michael Jackson. Who's the other one? Now it's Drake. So Drake doesn't say that type of stuff in his songs. I know people are bringing up lines, but it's just a line.
He
It's
said
a
it
line.
in Twitters too. He said it in tweets too, and he said it in music.
He has said it in music. You just don't listen to him.
He said, "Oh,
No, I saw a
he
breakdown
said you
video.
was even
what
fine.
a lot
He
of
said
people.
you was even fine in high school pics.
He probably was in high school then
No,
as well.
He
No.
wasn't. He's talking about how he saw her high school pics. He's talking about, I'm talking to
What
you
if he's talking
now,
about to somebody
and
he
I
knew
look
from high
back
school?
at your high school pics.
So he's talking about the ladies from Toronto? No.
Who knows?
All right,
Who the hell knows?
So
no one knows
you-
for sure.
you-
I'm not defending
you-
him.
you
We
still-
do because
who
he's
knows?
on
All right,
Instagram
no,
and the people he dates all the time.
Were you finished with the Josh Brolin shit?
Yeah.
'Cause I got my rebuttal.
No,
Okay.
So
Josh Brolin, in real life, Josh Brolin was a Thanos, and that's the problem. In real life, R. Kelly was a pedophile. That's the difference.
when you
that's
do
the
your
difference.
music, you're a different person. You're a different persona.
but,
you're
but
different.
You see what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying.
Your real life persona, your real life image was pissing on kids.
But
That's a
not in
problem.
but that's not his
Josh
music.
Brolin's real life image wasn't Thanos, who was trying to kill half
I get
the
it. That was a
universe.
shitty reference. I just,
You
I had to put it in
understand
there.
what I'm? No, I get what you was trying to say because
Yeah.
it is. Some people can't correlate that, and that's sad because I was a big fan of Game of Thrones, and the dude who played Joffrey, the kid who played Joffrey, he quit acting because he was getting hate fucking mail. That's sad. He was getting hate mail for his character.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. I'm not saying it was a bad reference. I'm just saying mine was better.
Yeah.
You understand?
I don't watch Game of Thrones, so.
But I
Oh
understand.
my
It's
God,
kind of saying.
bro.
You
You
get what I'm
watch
saying? It's
nothing.
Nah, I
sad
get what
though,
you're saying,
because
yes,
some people
yes.
can't correlate.
But you got to
difference.
you should be able to
There's a
separate the two
you should-
because
exactly. You should
if
be
you
able
can
to
find those
separate the
references
two.
in Michael Jackson's music, then boom, Michael Jackson. I don't want to listen to it anymore. But his music wasn't about that.
Mm-hmm.
Little boys, all this other crap that he was went through, which none of it was ever 100% proven. No one knows. R. Kelly stuff's a different story, but that stuff's not his music. I mean, there's one song. What was it? Aaliyah's song or his song? That's Aaliyah's song. Ain't You Nothing But a Number. But R. Kelly's song. I don't think he has nothing
To me,
that
yeah,
speaks on his
I
lifestyle.
get what you're saying, but it will weigh so.
You
much.
hear "I Believe I Could Fly" and you'd be like, "Oh, he's a pedo." I don't want to hear that song.
It would weigh so
I mean,
much
it kind of
less
sucks.
if it was flipped around. It would be less of a problem if he was a pedophile in his music, but in real life he wasn't. Because that happens a lot, dude. Yo, I don't know if you guys how much you.
I don't know.
No.
man. I
Listen.
don't know.
This is what I mean.
That's
Listen,
way
let me-
different.
Let me explain what I'm saying.
Like, you could be a thug on
Let me
on
explain
wax,
what I'm saying, dude.
but in real life, you're not a thug.
You ever? I don't know how much you guys know. If you guys listen to rock or you guys know rock. You guys know these Slipknot.
Just a
You
little
guys
bit.
know
I
who
know
Slipknot
Slipknot.
is?
Yeah,
I know exactly where you're going
Okay.
with this now.
You see how they look. You see their appearance. Yo, those dudes behind the mask, they're some of the nicest guys ever.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. You understand? So it's easier to be able to take you know what? He was just acting, but this is how he really is. And that's where the issue is.
I see what you're saying.
You understand?
I understand what
That's
you're saying.
so that's the problem. That's why I don't fuck with R. Kelly no more, because even though he made good music and he's talking about love and he's talking about marrying and being happy forever, his real him was being a pedophile. I just can't support that.
I get it, but you gotta have to separate the two. You have to.
I just can't support that. So anyway,
that's fine. That's a personal thing.
Yeah,
that's okay.
And that's what I'm saying here, because I'm not saying that everybody that listens to Drake is going to be disgusted by that.
Yeah.
Absolutely not, because they're still defending the fact that
but
he didn't do anything.
You understand that there is going to be a portion that is going to be disgusted by it. There's going to be victims of pedophilia that not fucking with him.
Yeah.
There's going to be parents that are not fucking with him.
I don't anymore.
You understand?
Yeah,
because
I don't
of
anymore,
that.
personally.
And then it's like, somebody could call me a pedo and I'll just laugh at them because it's like, where's the proof?
Yeah.
But dude, all this shit is just resurfacing and coming
It
back,
is.
and like
from years ago.
Tweets of him saying, that predator in that movie's whack. They should have casted me. I'll show up a real predator.
No, there's some shit you just don't say. Like, that's just trash.
And then it was deleted 8 hours later, bro.
Yeah. He slept on it. He was like, that's probably not a good
All
thing.
that
I should have
shit,
said
you
that.
understand? All that shit's coming back.
Yeah.
So it's a problem from him. That's exactly that. This is why people don't understand. Like, this is why he lost the beef. Because
No, I agree. He lost the beef.
He lost the beef, not only on a skill level, because we haven't even talked about all the doubles and triples and quadruples and fucking multis, octagonians.
See, people think
entendres that Kendrick has in his songs.
People think that Kendrick lost because apparently Kendrick lied.
Yeah.
Now, there's news of the person that gave the info to Drake.
Bravo.
Gave the info to Drake.
It's so
got
funny,
paid
bro.
for it, but he also lied and gave the info to Drake that was incorrect. So it's just like, okay, now you make yourself look even dumber.
Cooley Bravo is an artist from Atlanta. He said, Drake camp came up to me, came up to my camp and offered $100K for info on Kendrick. Number one rule of beef, the winner goes to who has the most dirt on the person.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, Drake isn't winning because you don't have enough dirt on Kendrick. This was evident by the fact that you took songs and instead of singling out, instead of directing all your shit on Kendrick, you was talking about Rick Ross, you was talking about The Weeknd. That's evident. You're filling in because you don't have enough.
It's filler, yeah.
It's filler because you don't have enough shots for that one person. Okay. So, anyways, he did that with Pusha. He offered $100K for, dirt on Pusha because you don't have none. This is why you didn't go after Joe Budden.
Yeah.
Because you don't have dirt on Joe Budden.
That's why he lost versus Common.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Common's a nice dude.
What? Say it. Whatever you're gonna say it.
Kendrick, Drake is the biggest bully in the fucking industry. Then that's why it's 20v1, bro. He's done so many people dirty, and everyone's like, "Oh, why is everybody coming out now? This and that." You gotta understand,
That happens in real life too.
This is the biggest dude in the industry.
You're insane.
Who?
He said Common lost that battle with Drake. He's wild.
I think so.
You're the
wild.
biggest dude in the industry. Okay?
Yep.
If I'm Future and I'm down here, and I speak up on this dude, what they're gonna say?
You're reaching.
I'm reaching.
Yeah.
I'm hating.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So he has no choice but to keep his mouth shut. You understand? If I'm Rick Ross, Drake is up here, Rick Ross is down here. If he speaks on Drake, what he's gonna say? What they're gonna say? He's reaching. He don't have as many hits.
He's
as
hating.
him.
Yeah,
He's
for
hating.
sure. I see that.
Dude, they needed Kendrick to speak up. They needed somebody at his level, as big as he is, to speak up. And that's why they came out and they decided, like, Kendrick finally spoke up. Now we're going to hit him. Because people are going to listen to the GOATs.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? People's going to listen to the GOATs. So
All right.
if the GOAT is saying what all these small niggas is saying, it has to be true.
Yeah.
You understand? So
And
that's
that's
what
why
happened.
nobody listened to Game.
That's
You're
what
wildin'.
happened. You know?
You said what?
I see you're wildin'.
Nobody is listening to him.
Who?
Why not?
He's irrelevant.
Why? Because he hasn't had music out in a while?
Game?
Mhm.
I really.
I mean, if he
don't-
says something, I'm going to listen to what he got to say.
I've been hearing a lot of shit of like, oh, Game is one of the legends, and he's. I haven't really heard. I
Not
used to
lately, yeah,
love
of course. I
Game.
mean, yeah.
He
Game
has
is
one
fire.
of the greatest diss tracks of all time, 300 bars and running.
Yeah, I agree.
But I haven't heard him actively as of recently.
Irrelevant.
No. That doesn't make you irrelevant.
Yes, it does.
You're just out of the game. Eminem's irrelevant?
Yeah.
He hasn't been. If he drops something right now, I bet you
Eminem's
outsells
irrelevant?
everybody.
You're not an Eminem fan?
I am.
If he drops something tomorrow, it's outselling anything coming out in the past couple of years.
No, it's not.
Guarantee you.
His last album flopped. His last 2 albums flopped.
Who's Eminem's?
Yes.
You're insane.
Look it up.
What was,
crazy.
I'm not even an Eminem fan. It definitely didn't flop.
Look it up.
What was the last one?
Flopped as far as what?
Music sales.
Dude, you know they don't make albums no more.
But it's the streams. It's a stream
Right.
thing. So it's
Streams.
sales or streams now.
Yeah.
It substituted it. It's different now.
I'll be back.
Yeah, look it up.
You talking about sales, bro? Sales don't matter in this decade.
In the mainstream, yes, but he just said he outsells everybody.
He
But he
would
doesn't.
he would drop right now. He'd be the main topic of conversation.
Who? Eminem?
Yeah.
Eminem still holds the record for the most sales, but we're talking about when albums was actually made.
Well, yeah.
His old album still holds the record.
Yes, but he's talking about right now. He said if he drops right now.
Probably not,
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
because a lot of new heads are not listening to him.
That's what I'm talking about.
So his last one was Curtain Call 2, released in 2022. The album sold by itself, just the album, 827K total.
Mm-hmm.
So video on demand streams was 151,332,000.
That's not shit.
That's insane
That's for the album.
for that album.
That's not enough.
What do you mean that's not enough?
Compared to-
151 million. If he drops tomorrow, he's gonna get that in a couple days.
Not in a couple days. No, he won't.
That's insane. I don't even like Eminem. I'm not a fan.
Kendrick Lamar has almost that for one song.
Because that's what's hot right now. They're
Eminem
hot right
is
now. They're in
not
the beef.
hot anymore. It's not gonna happen. There's too many Eminems out there.
Who?
There's a bunch.
Like? Elaborate.
The fuck is his name?
Both out of them.
There's nothing there. It's fucking Chip.
Thought you didn't catch that.
Let's see. What is his name? Neff. Not. What is his name?
Who? Neff?
This is not Neff. I don't know if it's Neff.
NEPH, right?
No.
Or NEF?
No. I don't know if it's anything. Him. There's another. There's actually. They're all. You know what's crazy?
They're all white?
Yeah. All of them.
Oh,
All white.
I have to know who this is.
Oh my God.
So last damn for Kendrick was 1,002,000.
Sales?
This yes, just for
That's-
the album.
That's okay. That's already more.
Just for the album.
That's already a lot more than Eminem.
Around Big Steppers was 177,000
For sales?
for sales.
No.
2022, yes. Looking at it right now.
Where'd you get that info?
Google.
Are you on Wikipedia?
I'm on Google. I'm on Wikipedia. No, we're comparing it. If Eminem
Wait,
drops
so that-
tomorrow, he's gonna make some money off of it. He's gonna have a lot of hits.
Well, yeah, but you said he's gonna sell more than everybody. That's what you
He
said.
will, yeah.
No, he's not.
Eminem?
Yes, he's not. He's not selling more than everybody.
I don't
His
know.
album's dropping soon.
I don't know what you mean by album sales.
He's
Are
not
they
selling
still
more than
making,
everybody.
They still making physical copies?
They still make physical
They
copies.
still.
Where at?
You have to get them online. You gotta get them
You can
online.
buy them.
If for the people that
you
you like.
buy the
yeah.
album, you can buy it on your phone.
Yeah. That's probably most likely into the websites.
That's
of
the
that
reason
person,
why I
whatever.
stopped. Like, I
Caring
stopped
about it. It's all about
buying
streams now. It's all about YouTube streams. It's all about
Dude,
Spotify streams.
I used to put artists.
Apple Tidal.
I used to put
Yeah.
artists in a fucking like a jar, and I used to randomly pick one out. Okay, I'm about to buy the album I don't have from that artist. That's how I used to be.
So they all came out Kendrick, right?
Nah, it was it was everybody, Ludacris, everybody. So I was like, all right. So no, when I was little, I used to do that. When I was young,
Okay.
like, cause I had to backtrack. Dude, I listened to Big Daddy Kane. I listened to Guys Confusion. You know what I mean? Like,
a lot of people don't know who that is. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm not young, but I'm not old.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think I listened to that. That's the way I did my research.
Hold on. You act like people who are young don't listen to.
Nah, bro.
Most of them.
Kids don't do that no more, bro.
They don't do that no more.
My kids, they don't. I'd be like, yo.
That's all depending on who you were raised with.
So what I'm saying is,
It is,
I know
and then, but still, like,
Your kids are all gonna know who everybody in that list is. Yes or no?
on whose list?
no.
They know a lot of them. They
yeah.
do know a lot of them.
Sure.
They don't listen to the music though.
Yeah, but they're gonna know who they are.
Yeah,
No, but yeah, that's what my dad.
You're playing song.
Yeah.
Just the
They
music.
came down and saw the wall.
Well, not just that.
Yeah.
He plays the music. You're
I
gonna,
do play the
you're gonna
music,
play
yes.
the music.
Yeah.
They're gonna know that song.
Kids,
And then they may not like the music. Like, for example, I didn't like salsa music when I was a kid. I didn't know.
I didn't reggaeton when I was younger. I did it.
You grew up
Actually,
and you
I
like
grew
it
up
now.
I like it now. Yeah.
And now you grew up and you like it now.
Same thing with freestyle. My mom used to play it all the time.
Freestyle was
I
Grew up
hated it.
and you don't like it. Same thing. I don't
Now I
like it.
grew up, I was like, yo, I love freestyle. It's
Yeah,
the
but
best.
it all depends on who you and what you're listening to.
What
when
you
you're
like?
raised.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're raised, not
Well-
what you like. What you're raised.
You're raised, yes. So I wasn't raised on like hip hop.
No,
It was
no,
always
but
Spanish
that's
music.
still
I heard
kind of-
some, but I did my own thing. I liked who I liked. I did my research on who I wanted to
Yeah.
do my research on.
Exactly.
that's-
Still
but
That's
that's
all
relevant, though, because-
personal preference.
But that's also you by yourself. But saying that they're not going to know the old heads, but that's based on who they actually
Yo,
decided
I'm
to listen
telling
to.
you, kids nowadays, they don't know, like, middle school. Dude, I was in middle school looking up people from dead rappers.
Yeah.
Kids don't do that shit no more.
I know.
This is why there's been a big. The past couple years, there was a big beef between the old heads and the new heads, because the new heads was not paying homage to the roots, and it's true because I be talking to my stepson. He's 13 years. You don't know? I don't know him. Who do you know? I listen to NBA YoungBoy, fucking trash. I listen to I'm like, yo, you don't do your research.
I agree.
You don't go.
They don't
back.
want to. They want what's
I
popular.
don't expect you to know them. I expect you to literally like go and look for them
So, question.
That's what I usually-
Definitely
How
won't happen.
often are you playing that stuff around them?
all the time.
Then when he grows up, he may not do it right now. When he grows up, it's going to change.
Oh no, he tells me all the time I play good music,
Yeah. When he grows
He
up,
does.
see, that's the thing. When he grows up, he'll learn. So the
and
kids,
he's rapping all the Kendrick disses with me.
yeah,
So I'm proud of him for
yeah.
that.
Me too. My son be in the car
But
jam
what
with
I'm
me.
saying is, bro, my mother didn't listen to none of this shit. My dad was a rocker.
Now, my mom didn't want me to listen
You
to
get what
rap
I'm
music
saying?
at all. I did that by myself.
I still took it amongst myself to backtrack and start finding out the roots of this shit.
Yeah.
You know what
But
I mean?
I'm not from
Growing
the
up,
era
I
of
remember it
the.
was salsa and freestyle Saturdays.
I'm not
That's what it
from,
was.
My
I'm
mom
not from
be
the
like,
era
"Yeah,
of the Bee
yeah,
Gees,
yeah."
but
Who's
I
the
still
Drake?
know and listen to
Get
the
it,
Bee Gees.
get it, Drake.
Bee Gees.
Feel me? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not from the era of the Bee Gees, but I know who the Bee Gees are and listen
Yeah.
to their music. That's because of
How old are
Me
you?
personally, I
I'm
love.
28.
Okay, so I'm 33. You're in my age range.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We're like the last.
No, but that's my
generation
that's my
done
point. Like I play that stuff around my kids. So when they get old, they may not like it right now because it's not what's popping. When they get older, they'll start looking into that music.
They might
I like
appreciate
that
it.
song.
They might appreciate it
They'll
because
appreciate the music.
it's the nostalgia for them.
Yeah, like for example, rock music. I didn't like it when I was a kid. That wasn't. I'm in the east side of New Britain. There's people getting robbed and SWAT teams running in houses around the corner on Dwight Street.
Yeah.
I'm not listening to rock music at the time. I'm listening to hip hop.
50 Cent.
50 Cent.
Gaming, yeah.
That's what I'm listening to. I appreciated rock as I got older.
I listen to rock
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of rock
So
now.
it's
Do you?
not.
I don't.
I never.
But for me, like I
Dude,
love
never-
Sade.
oh,
I love
Sade,
it.
dude.
Like
I
that's.
love
But did you
Sade.
listen
the
to her
best.
as a kid?
But I did. My father used to listen to it.
Exactly my
Yeah.
point.
But I never hated
No,
it when I was
see,
a kid,
but
though.
I didn't hate it.
I
just
appreciated it.
didn't listen to it.
Now, as I'm older, I'm like, I love it. It's so
Yo, the
awesome.
Yeah, because you
bass line in that
understand.
shit.
You understand more
So,
things.
What is it? Dun, dun, dun,
That's the main one. That's the main one.
Cherish the day. Yo,
yeah, Cherish the Day is so
Sade.
awesome. Yeah.
But nobody.
See, that's what my father used to play.
Nobody. Yeah,
I never
so-
hated it. I didn't
so
say, "Oh, this is trash."
I get what
I just
what
listened
AJ's
to it. I was like, "Oh, all right."
AJ's saying. But in the same time, it's like me. I don't know. I could only really kind of like use myself as an example.
Of course, yeah.
Like, I took the initiative to say, and another thing too is, I used to listen to an album, see a feature,
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, this dude's verse was fire. Let me search the feature,
Yo, that's funny you say that because I was talking about this the other day with my boy James, who left earlier.
bro. Before you
No,
start,
go ahead.
before you start, let me finish something.
Go ahead.
You know anybody else that listens to Rod the Rugged Man, R.A. the Rugged Man?
I know I do. There's some songs I listen to. James does. There's a couple albums he said he does like, but not a lot of people do.
I listen to R.A. the Rugged Man.
He's good.
This is why I made the comment on your page, on your comment the other day. Oh, R.A. needs to make music and stop being a fucking. Remember?
Yeah.
Because he don't come out with shit.
He doesn't. He barely comes out. Yeah.
You understand?
Same. Him and Diabolic is another one.
R.A. the Rugged Man, I searched him when I was listening to More Technique.
Yeah. He's always a feature. Yeah.
More Technique shit.
Facts.
So that's how I found him, and I was like, "Yo, this dude."
Nobody does the research no more.
this
That's what it
dude's
is.
nice. That's what I'm saying. The kids don't do the research.
I was telling this story the other day to my boy James. How I found out Chino XL wasn't because I've heard him somewhere. I used to be on allhiphop.com. Was humongous back in
I
the day.
used to love all hip hop.
Oh, I used to love it. I used to always look for new songs or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. So I find a new song that I like, boom, I'll listen to it. Then I start reading the comments.
That and Dat Piff.
That Piff was awesome too,
I
yes.
was on all the time.
So I read the comments of certain songs. People are like, what's your top
That
five? What's
Piff
your
is how
top
I started
five?
listening to Tory Lanez before he became a singer.
Mm-hmm.
So I would always see, what's your top five? What's your top five? People would go on. Some will be the normal, Jay-Z, Tupac, Nas, Biggie, whatever. But there's always a bunch of comments that would be like, I love Common, I love Mos Def, I love Chino XL, I love Cannabis, and like Nas. Like, who the hell is Chino XL? And it would be a ton of people like, Chino XL top five, Pharoah Monch in my top
I still
five,
listen to
Big
Chino.
L in my top five.
So you still don't?
I don't listen to Chino.
You're
I
insane.
don't.
So that's how I figured it out. I was like,
I
who
don't-
the hell
I'm
is
not
Chino
saying he's
XL,
bad.
right?
I don't like his delivery. He doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah.
I'm not
Shit,
saying
it's
he's
a
bad.
damn monster. Like,
I'm not saying he's
you
bad.
gotta take the time to
Yeah,
deep dive.
I probably will, but listen, delivery is important when it comes to grabbing you.
Yeah.
So
Again,
if somebody
it's all
don't
on
have a
preference. Yeah.
exactly. So if somebody don't have a delivery that you don't like, it's more of being forced to listen to him. Like, yeah, I'll force myself to listen to him
Yeah.
one day, but
You'll find some stuff that you will like.
because I'm
You
sure,
will. And that's how
like,
I dug into it. I was like, who the hell's this? Let me do some music. Do some research. There's a bunch of songs I like, some I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
That's what every artist. There's some Nas songs I don't like, but it happens. It's gonna happen.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
mean,
how I did it. I just
yeah.
did the research. I found out K Reno is another one. Y'all probably never heard of K Reno. K Reno's a freaking amazing. He's gotten props from Big Boy. He's gotten props from Scarface. He's gotten props from any big down south rapper. Yo, K Reno's that dude. So I was like, who the hell's K Reno? So I did my research. Dude's an amazing artist. He's got like 50 albums out. So much stuff out that it's hard to keep up.
it happens all
But
the
you
time,
you
man.
see that stuff and you just do the research. Be like, let me search this
AZ,
guy up.
yo.
AZ's another one.
AZ's top notch. AZ has a talent to be
Compete with
compared
Nas
to
and
Jay-Z
Jay-Z. He
Nas.
could.
And he was never out. He was never put up there. You know, this
Some
shit
people
happens.
some people don't even want that.
You know, some people don't.
Some people don't want that limelight, that spotlight of being the top rapper in the game. But he could because he's lyrically
It's
gifted.
You know, a lot of that shit, bro, is who you know, what label you're under.
Yeah.
Label's a big thing, dude.
Yeah.
Label's a big thing.
Anymore? I don't know.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's how they
Still
push their
is,
music.
bro.
Labels pay for radio play.
Labels pay radio play. Labels buy views.
They also make the artists put it
Yes.
wear dresses
Dude.
too, right? That too.
NBA
Yeah, Bad Bunny.
NBA
Yeah,
Youngboy.
Bad Bunny. Who's the
Young
little
Thug.
Yachty or one of those guys wore a dress? I forgot one of the videos with an AK. I forget which one that was. Who that was?
Young
Nas
Thug?
X or Lil Uzi.
Probably Little Uzi.
think
He had a pink dress on with an Uzi on. I'd be like, or an AK in his hand. I was like, what the hell's that?
I know Young Thug did
Probably.
something like that.
Yeah, that's trash.
Dude, so
That's what you got to do to sell records. That's trash, man.
NBA Youngboy.
You're taking away from yourself as
like him?
a man overall.
me? Yes.
You like him?
Yeah. For new age music. For stuff you can just bump. It's not for.
You know what's crazy? I can't bump none of that new music. I really can't.
It's not for. It's
I
not,
could bump new music.
It's not to. It's not to say right. Like not to sit there and be like, oh yeah, nah, he's nice. Like oh, he's lyrical and stuff like that. No, he's just catchy, and I could put him in. I could put him in there. And if I'm at a club,
I'm mostly playing it for the beats.
If I'm at a club, exactly. If I'm at a club, I'm not listening to people who are lyrical. They're not playing.
Yeah. That's different. Yeah, for sure. I don't think you heard it, so you'd be right. I don't know. We'll find out like tomorrow.
Yeah, but
So
I'm I'm like Future, for example.
Yep.
Future with the new era of type of music, yeah, he's a legend. But he's not
Future's
lyrically.
a legend for different things, though. He's not a legend for lyrical.
No, he's not.
He's the last street dude in the mainstream.
I don't know about that.
Yes,
Not the last one. Not the last one.
Who else?
Last street dude?
Mainstream.
Mainstream.
Let's see. Conway the Machine.
Conway, Benny.
Yes, they are.
They're not mainstream. No.
Yes, he
They're
is.
not mainstream.
Benny's
bro.
not mainstream.
Griselda's not
Benny the
mainstream.
Butcher and Conway.
Yes, he
They're
is.
not mainstream.
They're not mainstream.
Yes,
They're
they
not
are.
No, they're not. No, they're
Why
not.
aren't they? What?
You hear their single on 937?
Yes.
No, they're not
Fine.
mainstream.
Never.
Benny and J. Cole, that blasted everywhere.
Yeah, but that's because of J. Cole.
Yeah.
That,
I love Benny.
so
the
how do you
Butcher.
become
I do
mainstream?
like them. Yeah,
so how do
exactly.
you
I like
become
them.
how do you become mainstream?
Mainstream is, oh look, it's Benny the Butcher with Taylor Swift. Like that's mainstream, bro.
Benny the Butcher with J. Cole.
Like J. Cole, I wouldn't even really consider J. Cole that mainstream.
Yes, he is.
Not that.
He's
level.
borderline. He's borderline.
He's borderline.
I don't think he's fully mainstream yet.
How is he not?
Drake's mainstream, if you compare it. Lil Wayne's mainstream.
Drake
Eminem's
just has
mainstream.
more music.
Eminem's mainstream.
Eminem has way more music.
It's not about the amount of music.
No, it's about.
So what is okay?
Will Smith has a little bit of music. He's mainstream.
He's mainstream.
So okay, do you know 80% of Will Smith's music?
I kind of do.
No,
Which is
wow,
kind of sad.
That's crazy because you ain't hear 80% of it on the radio.
You heard a lot of it, though.
You heard a lot of J. Cole on the radio.
Dude, Griselda's not mainstream, not yet.
No, all of Griselda is not.
Griselda's just,
But Benny and Conway are. Benny,
man.
those two are. Benny and Conway are.
I don't think so.
I'm
Busta
gonna
Rhymes.
say-
Busta
I
Rhymes is
never said-
mainstream.
Future is
And-
not the only hood dude doing music.
True
Yeah.
Change.
He's the only. He's the last one mainstream.
Titty Boy.
Yeah, Titty Boy was.
2 Chainz not even active right now, bro.
Yes, he is.
What was it?
What was
last
the I haven't heard him in a while, and I don't even like listening to
I
music.
think his last thing it was in 2023, last year. If I'm correct.
What was the album?
Yeah.
All right, so listen.
When I say mainstream, it's Eminem, Lil Wayne, Drake, that level, Jay-Z.
But you're just pulling
that
out
level.
top artists.
That's
That
mainstream.
doesn't make you mainstream. What makes you mainstream is that you're being played regularly on radio play.
So you can go to Oklahoma
It's NBA
on a radio
it's-
station and be like, yo, y'all heard Benny the Butcher?
Yo, to
They'd
be honest,
like, hell no.
to be honest,
Okay, okay,
Listen,
I'll
listen.
But if you
refute
go
that.
to that same radio station in
Okay,
Oklahoma
Pop Smoke.
and say, hey,
was Pop Smoke
who's Eminem?
mainstream?
He was getting there.
He's getting
He was getting there.
In New York,
he was popular.
In the Northeast, he was extremely mainstream.
up here.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Jadakiss is known in the Northeast,
And
but
when
he's not
I-
mainstream.
You said what?
Jadakiss is not mainstream.
dude.
Yes, he is. What he was.
Just because a lot of people know
Bro.
who he is doesn't mean he's mainstream.
Bro,
His music was mainstream.
Bro,
The
mainstream.
Locks wasn't. There's a difference. Jadakiss was. The Locks wasn't.
What Jadakiss song was like mainstream? You Make Me Wanna with Mariah Carey. That's mainstream Jada. That's it.
All right, so listen.
There's a lot of songs.
Like,
Holy hell.
Mainstream.
I don't think you
listen,
understand
mainstream
it.
is Drake. Mainstream is
Okay, yeah, but y'all saying big artists.
on,
Okay,
AJ.
is NBA Youngboy mainstream?
yes.
yeah.
He's heard
Because
everywhere.
he's
But
he's
is
on
he
the
as
radio
big as
stations
Drake?
now.
No, but
That's
he's
my
heard everywhere.
point. You guys are pulling out big name artists,
No,
but you don't have to be a
because
big
you're
name.
right. I'm not.
No,
I'm not
we're not
disagreeing
saying you're
with that.
wrong.
This is the.
But you're wrong.
This is what I'm
That
trying
doesn't
to
make
say,
sense.
though. This is what I'm saying. Benny the Butcher, Conway, they're being played on the East Side.
Yeah, but that's because that's where they sell the most.
Listen. Hold on.
Mainstream is everywhere in the country.
Yeah, there
Non-stop.
you go. That's
Okay.
The
different.
whole country.
That's mainstream. Drake is
You
being
hear
played,
Jada in the
Drake,
East Coast.
Drake was
You won't
being
hear
played
Jada
on-
like
Drake
Idaho.
Was being paid in, Drake was being played in L.A., New York, Florida, Toronto, Mexico, Asia,
Idaho.
Idaho.
I swear, Oklahoma. Like, you go to
That's
Oklahoma
the
radio station,
difference.
you know who Drake is?
If you
Yes.
go to Atlanta, right, and you spend a week there, you're gonna hear a bunch of music that you ain't hear up here in Connecticut.
Yeah, I know. I lived in Florida.
For sure, for sure.
I know.
That's not mainstream artists.
But to them, they're mainstream down there.
Yeah, okay, to them, but
It's
that's
a difference. It's a difference between popularity in an area and mainstream.
Okay, so here's NBA YoungBoy.
Has he got Grammy votes?
Who?
Has he got Grammy nominations? NBA YoungBoy?
No,
That's mainstream.
I said no.
That'd be mainstream.
That means he's mainstream.
That would be.
In charts.
I feel like it would.
Anyways,
Huh?
I think I just contradicted myself on that.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
What?
So the point I was trying to make with NBA YoungBoy is about the labels. When he was popping and he was hot and he was breaking all these records, he was with Atlantic Records.
Yeah, I know who that is.
One of the major labels, one of the few major labels, whatever.
One of the classics.
Okay. He started beefing with Atlantic. He stopped making music with them. He left their label. All right. Now he's independent. You know, his music after he became independent wasn't making numbers that he was making when he was with Atlantic. Why? How?
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is.
It was not.
Yeah, it is.
It was not.
It's doing better now that he's independent.
Yeah.
No, it was
even when he was.
I don't know.
Even when he had.
I couldn't even put him out in the crowd.
Even when he had the
Atlantic
ankle bracelet.
Atlantic record was blacklisting him, bro. He was blacklisted.
He was already too big.
I believe that happens for sure.
He was already too big. The college kids love NBA YoungBoy. He's already too. He was making music in his house with an ankle bracelet. Couldn't leave his front yard, and it was still pulling out some of the most charts in the country.
That's not hard considering his level of.
But that okay, you're saying you're saying that, but again, that just proves my point that he's still mainstream and he was still as popping as he was. But also, he had his beef with Lil Durk. His beef with Lil Durk made him elevate his music.
They had beef?
Yes.
Yeah, they had.
Who are they?
Lil Durk.
I'm just trolling. No.
I was about to say.
No,
Lil Durk mainstream?
Trash. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Lil Durk is mainstream.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
They don't know him in the West Coast though.
Yeah,
I bet you they do. I bet you they do.
No, they don't. He's not played in the West Coast.
How do you know that? We don't know that for sure.
You want to know how you know that?
So
Because you can look up where an artist is played the most. You know that, right? The West Coast, Lil Durk is played the least.
This is gonna be another segment of ours, yo. Mainstream, not mainstream.
It is, and we gotta get to a couple other segments.
Because we gotta finish. We gotta finish the Kendrick and Drake.
There we do.
We gotta finish.
We went off track. We're coming back to it.
I'm at 9:40. I gotta work at 11. We gotta finish.
Oh, we do.
So Kendrick won.
Landslide.
No.
Landslide.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree. I'm not a Drake fan. I'm not a Kendrick fan.
Kendrick won.
But
Landslide.
you could tell.
I wish
you
he
just know.
didn't agree. It would just make
He was trying to get somebody today.
It would just make this so much better.
In the end, Drake's gonna make more money.
So
if you take the money into account of it, like people always do, when you bring up Eminem, he got more money. He's gonna make more sales. Yeah. If you think of that aspect, which a lot of people do,
yeah,
rings for sports,
which is
sales,
which is why I bring up Grammys, because if they could do that, I could bring up Grammys.
Bring up Grammys, but who got more money? It doesn't matter about the Grammys. It's a damn statue versus all the millions that I got.
Okay, you have all your money. Your money can be gone, but your Grammys is going to be in the records forever.
A Grammy's what? An award. Hey, you did a good job with this like 1 year.
Like I said before,
good job.
People are remembered for Grammys. They're not remembered for money.
Yeah, you are.
Who's remembered for money? That was rich.
If Jeff Bezos dies right now, he's remembered for his money and everything he did.
No, he's going to remember for Amazon, not his money.
It's still his money.
For
the amount of money he's made off of that.
Yeah, but he's going to remember for Amazon, not the amount of money. He dies with nothing.
He's
dead.
Still, he's going to die with no Grammys either.
I don't include.
You do die with your Grammys.
Accolades and money.
That's still attached to your name, just like money. It's still different.
The greatest.
You die with nothing in your pocket.
Say again?
I just don't compare. I don't include accolades in money.
But I know.
And
normal people like us don't.
You know?
Yeah.
But the mainstream, like we were just saying.
The greatest rapper of all time right now, he might be a janitor in fucking Iowa.
Who knows?
You don't know that.
The best basketball player ever is never played basketball in the NBA.
That's what
we
I'm
don't
saying.
know that.
So
yeah.
I don't ever.
That don't make.
How you know that?
Well, that don't make no sense because we only talk about the best basketball players being in the NBA.
There's a lot of basketball players that are not in the NBA that are really good.
Yeah, but they're not talked about. That
I know
doesn't.
that.
Yeah, that doesn't. They're nobodies.
That's fine.
They don't exist.
That's fine. But they do exist.
No.
They just don't exist in the mainstream.
You know their name? You know where they're from?
No, I'm just
you know where
saying.
they're born? They don't exist.
Yo, this kind of does correlate with the Drake and Kendrick because J. Cole played basketball.
Shut up, Mike.
Hey, he put that team on the map.
Who?
All right, so
African team.
So
Oh, yeah. J. Cole
why?
did? Yeah,
so
yeah.
so why is
Oh,
Kendrick,
okay, we got two things I want to do. Go
why
ahead.
is
Last
Kendrick
thing.
hating on Drake for being white and black, right? But
Why? Because
wait, I'm not even finished, JJ.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
okay,
Okay, then we got two more things, and then
But he
we'll
doesn't.
sign
He
off.
doesn't hate on. He doesn't hate on J. Cole for being white and black. And this is for the confused Drake. Stand.
because Drake wasn't out here. I mean, Cole wasn't out here using hard ER to describe somebody.
Thank you.
And also, he wasn't painting
Drake
his
was
face
doing that?
black. And also,
Preach.
he wasn't. He's not.
Church.
This is don't get me canceled for this.
Because it's never.
But he's also not. He's also not wearing a or having a bar mitzvah.
It was never about a race thing.
No, it never is. It just
It
comes
was a
up.
culture thing.
It was
It just
wasn't
comes
about
up.
a
Yeah, it
race
just
thing.
comes up.
This is why Kendrick's favorite rapper of all time. He said it is Eminem, a white
not.
guy. Yes, it is.
It's
Kendrick's.
not.
It is.
Maybe.
He's one of them.
'Cause I know he said one of
Because
his
he
best.
praises Tupac and he praises Snoop. Yes.
I honestly think if you dig deep in his interviews, he also praises cannabis a lot more than those guys.
Yeah, but you also didn't listen to his disses.
You also don't listen to his
Who,
music.
J. Cole?
No, Kendrick.
Oh, okay. I thought you said no because I thought you said J. Cole.
okay,
No, he said Kendrick.
No,
He said-
I'm trying to be
okay.
funny
My
with
bad,
you.
my bad. I
That's
thought you
why I
said J. Cole.
That's
Then
why I
hold
said,
on.
but you also didn't listen to his this.
Oh no.
He
I
also
thought you were talking
didn't
about
listen to
J.
his
Cole. I
music.
thought you said J. Cole before you started
By
that.
the time we done,
No.
yo, we about to make a Edison and Mike beef, yo. That's about it. Nah, but
I'm good with it.
Yeah. J. Cole is definitely Nas and Jay Z. He always said that.
No, if you listen to his interviews, he does say cannabis a lot, has a lot of influence on
he-
his style.
he
He
does,
has, yes.
but
Yes.
but it's not his favorite.
Kendrick has
Probably.
spoke of Eminem, Tupac, and Snoop.
Yeah.
Those are the main ones. He has other people, of course.
Terrible mix, if you ask me,
Yeah.
but
Why?
because all those styles are just all different. They're all different.
So your top five has to consist of the same
listen,
style.
though,
no,
listen,
I didn't say that at all.
So then why can't? So why is it different?
Tupac and Snoop
I'm just
'cause of
talking
West
shit.
Coast.
You know that.
Tupac and Snoop because of West Coast, and
Yeah,
then
of course.
Eminem because of,
Of
the
course.
style. This is why. So he mixed up the two.
No love for Ice Cube.
He
No
probably
love for
He
MC8.
probably- he
But
talked
that,
about
that,
NWA,
but
bro.
that doesn't mean it's his favorite.
I know. I'm just.
So,
Bro, you guys don't give me now. I troll and I talk shit.
No,
And
I know, but I'm gonna point it out.
so why he praises Eminem even though he's white? Because Eminem was cultured. Eminem grew up in the hood. Eminem grew up broke. Eminem grew up in a impoverished state. It was never a
He
race thing.
understands the hood. He understands.
He understands the hood. He's not a gangbanging. He's not.
No, I know that. I
Drake
get that.
was not
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
that. His mom was
Yeah.
a
You
doctor.
understand? Edison, you understand the hood.
Yes.
You get me to a certain extent. If you go to Hartford and you know, oh yo, this is not looking right. You're gonna. You know
I
what
grew
I'm
up
saying?
there, so I'll be all right. but-
Exactly.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you gangbanging. That's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
what I'm saying. Drake wasn't doing that. This is why.
He was making TV shows.
So
I understand.
exactly. So this is where some.
Getting
I'm
fans-
nowhere near defending Drake. You guys
Getting
are
shot
like,
in the back.
No.
Put
I'm
me in
just,
that
I'm
corner.
just talking about. I'm just
In a
you know what?
wheelchair.
I'm just talking
Yeah.
about what's
Grabbing cheeks.
what's being said on the media because the Drake stands like to
It's a flip story.
defend that. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
oh, why you're making it a racist thing? No, it was never about racism. It was about culture. It's not about color.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's one. That's one of the. That's one of the issues that Kendrick touched on, and he basically just got him for it.
Too good?
You want to do like
No, you're good. I got two things to go over real quick.
Go ahead.
'Cause we didn't touch on.
Go ahead.
So, we mentioned earlier, I wanted to do this with James here, but he had to go. J. Cole, he apologized
Oh,
after his
okay.
diss, right?
Okay.
What I want to bring up is
Soft.
it's very, it made me like dislike the guy.
Soft.
For sure. So,
Soft as hell.
so I
I
want
was
you guys,
a little disappointed too.
what I want you guys to do is think on this next question. And how would it affect history? So let's say previous hip hop beefs, right? A disc came out, and another disc came out, and then that person said sorry. How would that change different beefs in the history of hip hop? So let's say, real quick, just for one, who was the big one? Let's go. For general statement, let's go Nas and Jay-Z. Jay-Z dropped. He had that. He had a one-liner. He said, "Ask Nas, he ain't messing with Hov." No, that was it. Then Nas did H to the Omo, and then Jay-Z did the verse to Takeover. Mm-hmm. What if he apologized after that verse to Takeover? What happens? What do you think happens?
Oh, a lot. Especially since Nas was in the streets.
Lot. You mean like immediately?
Right? Yeah, like let's say Jay-Z was like, "Yo, my bad. I didn't mean to diss Nas."
See, the thing is with J. Cole, he never admitted to being in the streets.
Exactly.
He admitted nothing to do with just a beef.
It does. In hip hop, it definitely does.
I fuck with AJ because we actually thinking apart.
It has nothing to do with a rap beef.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
It does. We know Kendrick from being from Compton.
You got people
that ride behind Kendrick.
This
so
is the
J.
crazy.
Cole apologized because he was scared.
This is the crazy part, bro.
Oh, come on.
There was people that was more surprised that he responded than when he apologized.
Yep. Because
that's not the persona.
Yes, that's not who he is.
Yes.
Exactly.
But if you're gonna respond, stick with it.
That's
you already
my
made
problem.
your mind up.
That's
you
my
already
problem.
Made your mind up.
That's my problem.
I get that too. I get
That's
that too.
my fucking problem.
I get that too. But it goes aligned with what he preaches in his music.
Yeah,
it does.
That's why.
This is a hypothetical question.
That's
but
why
what would happen? What would change?
But my problem with J. Cole
Jay-Z and Nas's situation.
My problem with J. Cole is the fact that he's been talking like he's better than the top two.
Yeah,
and he goes drops. Yeah, but you go and drop a diss track when your name wasn't really mentioned or your tracks wasn't really mentioned and like that.
He did mention the whole steak walking, you not Andre 3K. That was towards Drake. I mean, towards Kendrick. Jesus Christ. Towards J. Cole.
I don't see the bar, but maybe that's because I don't have the knowledge for that.
I had to find the relevancy because I forgot. I think it was in the track.
I didn't see the bar. I didn't see the relevance for that.
Yeah.
But that song was mostly towards Drake, excuse me. Now, when you throw a diss track out there, you could have waited to drop it.
Yeah, or not drop it at all.
You have the power in your hand, but you put it on an album to help promote your album. It's not even an album. I don't even know if they consider it an album. It's EP.
It's an EP, yeah,
I thought it was an EP, but people were saying album.
7 songs, something like that.
It was 12.
12 songs?
12 songs.
That's a fucking album.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. So it's 12 songs. I didn't appreciate that. I'm like, all right, cool. We gonna get J. Cole in this. And I honestly so hard to believe that if J. Cole was involved in this, Drake would have got thrown to like number 3 spot by Kendrick, and Kendrick would have manipulated it into the point where Drake is throwing shots at J. Cole because Drake is sensitive man.
For sure, yeah.
So he would have been throwing shots at both of them, and then it would have been a 1v1, V1. So it would have been.
I would love it.
It would have been a free for all. So I think that's how it would have happened.
Excuse me.
But I also think that J. Cole is hiding things that Kendrick knew about because Kendrick and J. Cole were closer.
Yeah.
They were closer.
That's
possible.
not okay. So
possible.
Videos. So shit came out. So the reason why I said this was the smartest thing he did was because shit came out. If you done your research, there's videos that came out, whatever. So they're saying this is all alleged, whatever. There's no fucking fact checking. But they said that Schoolboy Q actually reached out to Kendrick. I mean, reached out to J. Cole.
J. Cole.
And said, yo, listen, bro. Basically, like, we got love for you. It's not about you. We got... K-Dot got some shit that's really about to fuck up Drake. And we suggest you
And that's because they've been throwing shots at each other for
Yeah.
10 years.
We suggest that you move to the side. Remember what I said, dude. This
Still,
guy has to. He's not an upcoming artist no more. He got a legacy to hold on to. That pedo shit is serious.
No, it is. It is.
You get what I'm saying?
Definitely,
This is
I
why
agree.
I said this was the smartest move. That Nas and Jay-Z, there wasn't no pedo allegations going on. We didn't even have
it was street allegations.
We didn't even have cancel culture when that came out.
Yeah, I get the hypothetical, but
So
Drake is the fake thug. Kendrick is the man that grew up around it and dealt with it in his life.
Yeah.
You
He
got
actually lived it.
You got
I get that part,
you got
yeah.
Bloods and Crips that stand behind Kendrick, calling Kendrick a real nigga because he still put people from the hood on.
Yeah.
He still paid homage to the hood. He's still in the hood, and he's still paying for funerals and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then Drake
is just around people that have been in the hood.
He takes.
That's the culture vulture in him.
A little from you,
Yeah,
profit out of
That's
it,
the
take a little
colonization
from you,
that
profit out of
Kendrick
it.
was talking about.
So back to the original question. After that 10-minute segue, what would change if something like that happened between Jay and Nas? What do you think?
Jay and Nas, it would have probably it probably would
To
have
who?
destroyed one of their careers.
To who? Which ones? To who?
Let's say Jay apologized.
Any of them.
Jay apologized?
If
Let's say
at
Jay
that time,
apologized.
He wouldn't be as big as he is.
I think he still would.
No.
I'm a Nas fan. I think it would hurt Nas a little if he wasn't able to come out with Ether. Ether put him back on the map. That's when he dropped.
Wait, so you said, but wait, who's apologizing?
Jay. Let's say Jay apologized.
Yeah, no, Jay's getting
at that
discredited
time,
because Jay's the gangster.
Exactly. At
So
that
it's Nas.
time,
Nas wasn't.
grew up like that.
Nas
Nas
wasn't.
grew up in it.
Yeah, he grew up like that, but that's not his message. That's Jay's message.
No, Jay was the hustler. Jay wasn't a.
Yeah,
he wasn't saying he was the hustler.
If you're a hustler in the streets, you're doing it. You doing
You can be
things.
a hustler, not a gangster.
dude.
You can be a gangster and hustle.
Them, it is different.
You could hustle and not be a gangster.
Either of them.
Not with drugs. I don't see the correlation with
rough.
drugs.
That's
If
rough.
you can't be
You can have that attitude and lifestyle, but you won't. Not necessarily a gangster.
You're not talking about selling drugs in the streets of New York City, and
I get that. I know.
yeah,
I know.
and you're not considering yourself a
Again, it's
gangster.
a hypothetical. Let's say he does that. I think the opposite. I think Nas is not as big as he is, because Ether was like sort of a comeback for him.
Wait, so you're saying that
Jay apologized.
if Jay apologizes, Nas doesn't get the fame that he does?
that he is now, no, because he was popular. He was out for
Wait a second.
his
So you're
last
saying,
album.
hold on. You're
I get that.
saying if Jay apologized,
right.
Nas wouldn't be as big as he is now.
No, I don't think so. Because at that point,
I can
Nas
see
had
that.
dropped, Nas had
that's
dropped
when I-
Nostradamus.
That's
Then
a
everybody,
twist.
a lot of people hated it.
that's
It
a
has some
twist.
gems on there. A lot of people hated it overall, and he doesn't get to drop Ether, which propelled him back on top of the charts. But like, yo,
All right,
this
so-
is Nas. Like, so he doesn't drop, Godson. He probably doesn't. I mean, Stillmatic doesn't hit as hard as it does
That makes sense
because of Ether.
No, I
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So it's
I
like,
agree.
how does that change history if somebody else did it in the past?
The reason I agree is because of Nas' type of music.
Yeah,
Nas' type of music was about putting messages out.
exactly. It wasn't popular
Jay's-
back then.
Exactly. It still isn't. It's still regarded as boom
You're trying
bop.
to teach. Yeah, you're trying to
boom-
teach people. Like,
boom bop
trying
music.
to drop knowledge.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Jay is exactly.
Yeah.
Jay
but
was
Jay did that years later in 444. But we're not talking about that right now.
yeah, but that's about
But you
He
know,
didn't-
It's
He's
the same thing Nas was talking about back in '96.
not in the
But
gangster way.
that's
Jay
not-
was doing it in the gangster way.
They don't consider 444 one of his best albums.
They
I
don't.
know that,
I do.
which sucks
I
because it's
do.
one of his good albums.
I
Like,
do.
it's good.
I do because as not when I was younger and in around people that were in the streets heavily, like doing my things in the streets. But now as an adult, I appreciate 444 as probably his best album for me, personally, in my point of view.
yeah.
That's what I was saying about the Mr. Morales.
Yeah, yeah. And now I would consider it just because of all the investment stuff and stuff like that and everything
Yeah.
else. As a businessman, the smartest gangsters are investors.
50. 50's one of
The
them.
smartest
50's one of
gangsters
them, yeah,
are
for sure.
investors. It ain't the niggas that's selling drugs in the streets anymore. It's the niggas that sold drugs, put the money back into the hood, bought the property, flipped it, and they continue to do that,
Yeah.
so forth and so forth and so forth with everything else.
Supposedly that's Jeezy too.
That is
owns a lot of
Jeezy. That is
property, yeah.
Jeezy.
There's a lot
Definitely.
of property. Yeah.
That is definitely
See?
Jeezy.
That's Akon.
But and I'm an Nas fan.
Akon too.
That's Akon.
Yeah,
That's
he's building
you know who that
cities
is?
in
You
Africa.
know what's funny?
come on now, Chameleonaire. Who the fuck?
I was just about.
Yeah.
I was
Chameleonaire.
about to say.
I was thinking it.
My
I was
boy,
like,
my boy made one album, left the game, and invested all his shit, and now he make mad money, yo.
Yeah, Chameleon is the man.
And
That first album was fire too.
I was just talking shit
For that area? For that era?
Yeah.
You know,
I think it still has a lot of replay value. Go back and listen to it. I think it's good.
Since the main topic is Drake and Kendrick, a lot of stands was like, "Oh, so Drake don't got the right to grow and evolve because he changed."
Grow and evolve.
No, that's not change.
That's not what we're talking about. Yeah,
How you go from humble to gangster?
yeah.
You don't do
That's the
that.
problem.
Yeah. That's the issue.
Every
I agree.
other
I agree. You
artist
can't do
that really
I agree. You
was
can't do
in the hood, really living that lifestyle. Years later, if they still in the music, you see that mature shift in the music. How did Drake go from humble lifestyle, like real chick Jimmy, and making to fucking started from the bottom? Yo, you started from middle class, bro.
Yeah,
Shut
bro.
up.
Yeah, exactly.
The bottom.
I always had a problem with that song.
You probably did.
Yo,
Yeah.
I had a problem with the second that I couldn't. Every time that song played, I couldn't get Wheelchair Jimmy on my head.
The Grassy, yeah, I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it out of my head.
I never watched it. I just saw the clips of that.
You already had
really?
Grassy.
I watched the Grassy.
So ain't no way you started from the bottom, bro.
And
They
he was,
still getting
and he
money
was
for the
in there.
Grassy.
Hold on, mind you, he was in there for seasons. It wasn't just one. It was in there for seasons.
So
You was getting some type of bread as a kid.
Yeah.
He's getting some type of bread as a kid.
So Euphoria references. Want to talk about that?
No, we're gonna get into one more thing before we go. So, I was talking before the podcast started that I love Drink Champs.
Yep.
It's one of my favorite podcasts
Shout out
out
Drink
there.
Champs.
Shout out Drink Champs. Nori. Big gums, Nori. I got the same thing. When I smile, my gums are, big too. So, shout out Nori.
I think the last one I saw was Benzino got on here.
Oh my God, that's real quick. A quick little 2-minute segment on that. Benzino's hilarious.
He's funny.
He's
bro.
trash and he's hilarious.
He's a goofball.
For real.
I can't stand him.
I can't tell if he's serious
I
or if
wanna-
he's doing it for the likes and the clicks.
I want to kick him in the head.
Yeah, I don't. Because how you
That
gonna
was
call out
funny.
Eminem the first
Bottom of the foot.
first 10 minutes of the podcast?
kick in the head.
Eminem's trash. Eminem's this. Eminem's that, and then
Cries.
you get drunk
I'm
and then you start
man.
crying.
I don't want to beef no more, man.
I don't got no problem with Eminem. Like what?
I'm not
And then, hold on, wait.
man.
What gets it worse is that you go to Eminem's mom's spaghetti spot
Oh, he does. I didn't see that part.
to film a video. He filmed the
music
video.
On
And
his
he-
this, he admitted to having ghostwriters too.
And he took his spaghetti and what was it? He threw it on the floor or something like that.
I don't know.
Ain't no way. For real? I gotta
Yes.
check that out. I
He
gotta
did.
check that
No,
out.
I know. I didn't see the video, but I saw like
Yes.
I saw a video about
Yeah.
him. They talking about it, but I didn't see the physical video. But yeah, he took a video.
His daughter though.
Making this
Who's,
the
Benzino's?
video to this song of that he admitted to having ghostwriters.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, everybody has ghostwriters," and everyone.
No,
like,
Benzino
Look up
has
Benzino's daughter.
ghostwriters. Why?
Look her up.
She hot?
Coil Ray. Yeah, she hot.
Oh, Coily Ray? Yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay,
his
yeah.
daughter.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Ah,
I didn't know
moves.
that.
What you said?
Huh?
What you said?
Can't say that too
Oh, yeah. People
Coil
watching.
Ray, shout out Coil Ray.
People
She
watching.
Huh?
She ain't 18.
No, she's a grown woman.
Yeah. For real. So you
Yeah,
good.
she's fire.
So
Thin, but fire.
speaking of Drink Champs, they got this thing called Quick Time Slime, right? Mm-hmm. Can't pick your favorite. Got to take a shot. So here at the Hefty Podcast, I like to do something different. I like to not jock, but just sort of mimic. So I call mine All Out Blitz because we talk about sports, talk about hip hop, we talk about different things in life.
Okay.
So I'm gonna call it All Out Blitz. Same type of, what do you want? What's the word I'm looking for?
All up.
Same type of flow. Just same type of flow of Quick Time Slime. So you pick the two artists, pick who your favorite is, or who's better than the other one.
Okay.
So the first one's already. I already wrote it
Lamar.
down earlier. Kendrick or J. Cole.
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick or J. Cole.
Kendrick
Kendrick
Lamar.
and J. Cole, who's my
Kendrick or
favorite?
J. Cole.
Who's
Who
my
do you
favorite?
prefer?
I prefer J. Cole.
All right.
You slit your wrist and I slid you my disc. You wanted the disc but jumped on my dick. Grown man should never bite their tongue unless you eating pussy that smell like it's a stale plum. I got my finger on the motherfucking pistol, aiming it at a pig. Charlotte's Web is gonna miss you.
That's high
Kendrick
power.
Lamar.
Kendrick.
I love High Power. J. Cole actually produced that.
Yes.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Listen.
Yes. Fire.
I don't.
That collaboration, it would have been fucking beautiful.
If they would have made an album together,
Oh,
it would have sold the most of
all.
all time in history. The greatest album in history.
Probably. Not greatest album in history. Watch your mouth.
Cole solely because of preference.
Yeah, I get that.
like-
And I
I
understand that.
everybody's preference.
I
Yeah.
understand J. Cole over
I like
Kendrick.
That's
J.
why this does. That's
Yeah.
I
what.
like J. Cole's style over Kendrick's. I'm not saying he's better.
Absolutely.
I'm saying- you know what I'm saying?
And I
fuck with
and I
both.
highly understand that. But Kendrick Lamar is really who put me in my bag for rap music. Like when I wanted to invest in music, when I was listening to him before Section 80, like I was really listening to like J-Rock's music
Yep.
and listening to like
J-Rock's another one.
Kendrick Lamar and his features. I'm like, damn.
Absol.
Absol's good. I like
And
Absol.
Kendrick Lamar is really who made me like, all right, cool. Let me see who else is underground and stuff like that. Started listening to people when Hobson was nice.
Hobson
back
was
then.
nice, yes.
I was listening to Hobson before.
Yeah, before he got popular. So was I,
me
yeah.
too. Well,
Hobson's nice.
not before Kendrick, but
Around the same
but
time.
around the same time when I was listening to Hobson, when I was listening to oh my god, what the hell is Locksmith?
Locksmith is
oh
a
my
beast.
god,
Locksmith
that's
is a
really
monster.
that's Kendrick Lamar is who really put me in my bag to listen to rap in general. So that's why he will always.
So that's
be on
recently.
So you was
2000.
listening
That's
to country music
2008.
before that?
2008. No, 50 was my man's before that.
Oh, but that's still hip hop.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about
you
I'm
said
talking
it
about
like you
underground.
Lyrical people
I'm
or
talking
just like
lyrical underground.
Okay.
Underground.
'Cause You
Oh, so
saying
you're missing
it-
so much more. Because
Absolutely.
there's a
saying
lot.
it-
That's
yeah.
when I started
You're
learning about
saying-
Chino XL and everybody else. And
You got R.A. the Rugged Man, like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah,
R.A. the
so
Rugged
you-
Man.
that's
You-
around the first time I listened to AZ. I don't know what the fuck that was at the time.
So to
Okay,
be
Immortal
honest,
Technique
to
is
be
so
honest,
bad.
I listened to
bro,
Mortal Technique
Yeah.
because of Nas.
you're backtracking. You started from the very recent to the back because I knew about the AZs and the R.
I didn't. Mind you,
But
I told you.
again, everybody's different.
Everybody, like I said,
I get that.
like I said before.
But I'm just letting him
my
know that
mom, yeah.
that didn't start with Kendrick.
No, it didn't.
yeah.
Absolutely not.
You
But
know?
for me, it did because my mom didn't allow me to listen to rap music. I was listening to, like I said,
Come
the
on,
Bee
moms.
Gees.
You messing up,
Freest-
moms. What you doing out there,
The
moms?
Bee Gees, the freestyle. I wasn't allowed to listen to the BET hip hop, the hip hop awards, or anything like that, or any of that. I couldn't put that on. She didn't put that on.
She was that strict? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that got ignored. I turned it on, it got ignored. I had to listen to that for my sister.
So if you 28, Kendrick Lamar,
What the hell was that?
I joined it, yo. I gotta go to work and I'm fucking tired.
I know.
So
2008.
So if you 28 and Kendrick came out like 2008 or not,
Well, he came out before that, but yeah.
yeah. So you was around the time when your mother was still telling you what to do.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, for
definitely.
Sure, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
That was before.
My mother didn't
That was
care.
when I was 12.
My
13.
mom,
I think I remember- I think I remember him when he was that young.
So my
I
mom
do
didn't
remember when I
care.
was that young. Yeah, my mom to listen to that, she automatically turned that off right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
My mother bought me albums. My mother bought me Tupac albums and shit.
I had to get my own stuff. I had to press play and rewind on a tape player to hear the Jay-Z song on the radio to record it.
reason-
I could listen to it. Yeah,
A-side,
for
B-side.
50
sure.
Cent. 50 Cent was my first album I ever purchased. Get Rich or Die Trying.
Word. That's one of the best ever.
Yes.
So, sorry, next one.
That's that.
And you guys
age-
touched on it a little
that
bit.
aged better than the Nas. Remember that shit
What?
that commented on Facebook that you posted? You put 4 albums. It was the Nas, the Blueprint, 50 Cent, and
You had to get
and
rid of
College
one or
Dropout.
something like that? Or
no. You said which one's the best album here, and I said the 50 Cent.
What was the Nas one?
I
I
Doesn't
forget
matter.
It was the Nostradamus.
Doesn't matter.
Nostradamus?
I think it was Nostradamus.
If it's Nostradamus, then it's 50. But if it's Illmatic or
Doesn't
Stillmatic,
matter.
it's definitely Nas.
50.
Because you can play those right now. And you
Oh
can still play 50 right now.
it
It's
was
fire.
it was written. It was written because I remember
So good.
when you told me
It's
you.
so
I
fucking
immediately
good.
thought of Gave
It's
Me
so
Power.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
50.
Gave you power?
Doesn't
But
matter.
still, it's 50.
Still 50.
Yeah,
You
probably,
said
probably 50.
Still 50.
Probably
Yeah.
50.
50
But I Gave
out
You
of those
Power
albums,
alone is insane. I don't
Yeah,
think
Gave
50
Me
has
Power
a better
is
song than that. Storytelling wise. 50 is great.
Okay, I'm glad you
not-
switched that up.
Storytelling wise
Yeah.
because
That shit
I Gave You
dope.
Power is amazing, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's a great song.
Nah, Nas is my top 5 for sure. So
I
Alright.
just compared it to the reason why I said 50 was because his album aged the best. It's still-
definitely did.
Probably you can still bang it now and
Still
still be
bang
like,
it.
Crazy.
This is so hard,
You
bro.
can
It's
Crazy.
so
bang it
good.
today.
It's so good.
So what's the
All right,
what's
so
the
the next one you guys touched on a little bit.
Yeah.
So I got, again, this is All Out Blitz, little segment I'm trying to do every episode, even if it's, I got somebody coming up that's a big Stephen King fan. So I'm going to do writers, All Out Blitz. Who you got, like, this person, Stephen King, or this person, or whatever.
So
So I'm going to mix it
You
up
gonna
to
make me
whoever's
read.
here at the show.
I
you know?
read. So
Huh?
I read.
I haven't read in a while.
So
but
the guy got coming soon.
Tom Clancy. People don't realize it, but that man can write.
There's a lot of books. All
That
the
man
games
writes
are based
ass
off
off.
his books. I know that.
Yeah, but he has so much more books.
Oh, yeah, I
It's
know he does.
insane. James Patterson.
So the-
Jesus Christ, I can go on for days, but continue.
So my boy I'm trying to bring into the episode. We're trying to figure out a date that works out best. But he's a big Stephen King fan. His It tattooed
Amazing.
on himself, like so much. Everything about Stephen King,
Unnecessary.
he knows
Steven,
about it.
does
So
he
when
read
he
his
comes
books
through,
or does he watch his movies?
no
'Cause Stephen
books,
King's
movies,
made a-
everything.
he already made a lot of
cassettes.
movies.
It's everything Stephen King, like hands down. And it's awesome to see because I want to talk to people that have different passions in life, and that's one of his passions. So I want to talk about it. I want to learn about it. So when he comes through, we do All Out Blitz. I'm gonna do writers. I'm not gonna do Stephen King because that's his number one, but that's what I want to do. So next is
and if you don't know,
take it.
if you just don't know this,
You gotta take a shot.
you gotta take
You
a
gotta
shot.
take a shot.
Regardless.
Yeah, you gotta take a shot.
Can I pretend to pick one?
We'll see. Hold on. We'll see. Joyner or Hobson?
Joyner.
Joyner.
Both in their prime? Huh?
Joyner.
All right,
Joyner.
bet.
I enjoy
I
Joyner's.
can't argue that.
It-
I
it's
enjoy
a-
his
it's a-
music is better.
I
It's a
can't
style
argue that.
thing.
His storytelling is also
Hobson's
better.
nice. Hobson's nice.
Hobson got a lot of
Not
good,
knocking him.
got a good one.
You ain't
I
got
think
one
it's
good
better.
storytelling song that's better
You
than
know what I
Joyner.
love about
I have to go
Hobson?
back and check. Hold on.
Not
I
one
love-
good storytelling.
He did not give a fuck. Like Hobson.
Hobson, yeah.
Yeah, he spoke his mind. I
He
I
just
like
Tyler
that.
the
respect that.
Creator. I love that.
But style, I really like where Joyner's at right now.
He is.
He's
His
really
videos
good.
are amazing, man. All
Dude, have you heard Happy Birthday?
Yes.
that recent?
No.
That
Hell
was
no.
that was like as,
The recent
that
one
was,
I heard was the
that
one
was
dude asking
like
for money.
that was like as deep as the I'm not racist.
You talking about with Joyner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. When the whole video was fire.
Dude, you had to watch the video. Don't watch the
Because
song.
I saw the
There's-
racist one.
There's not many storytellers better than Joyner.
No,
Period.
definitely not. I know. I agree.
Period.
Was the first one he ever came out with Ross Cappuccini, whatever?
With the one where he got shot.
Yeah, that was
the one.
insane.
That was the one.
That's
That
what-
replay value
And
is
I
insane. I
think
can
Yo.
listen to
he
it.
came out with the then he came out with I'm not racist after.
Yes,
And he
that
blew
was
up
way
with
after,
that
but
one.
yeah, he did come out
Blew up.
after.
Dude, but Happy Birthday.
And
Watch that fucking video, dude. That shit was
I
crazy.
feel like I might have.
Like,
I
I
don't
was-
know.
and his homeboy in the video is the same dude that plays the snitch in Power.
I was so fucking
Oh, really?
angry that whole song, dude.
I
was
called him
like-
I called him the snitch, but he's an actual good R&B artist. That's grimy. But
I seen the recent one where his boy's asking for money.
yes,
I know
that's
you get. What song is that?
that's
one?
Happy Birthday.
Is it?
Yeah,
Asking for money?
yeah.
Where his boy's in the video, he's like, "Yo, I know you're doing good, whatever, but I need this money for this business I'm trying to run, or whatever he's asking the money for."
No, it's not Happy Birthday.
I think that's different.
It's new. It's called.
No, this one's newer.
It's off his new album. And then
Oh, no, I'm mixing him up. Yeah,
he
you're
starts
right, you're right.
being
I know what you're
friendly.
talking about now.
He starts being friendly, and then it switches immediately. To
Yeah,
he
yeah.
hates him.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
new. That's
yeah.
off his new album.
Yeah, that's the same one.
What's the name of that song?
I don't remember.
That's the same
That's
one.
the latest one I saw.
Yeah, but Happy Birthday's old, dude. Happy Birthday was a single. It wasn't off of his album.
I honestly don't remember that one. So yeah, I still got a couple more, so I want to
Go
see.
ahead, go ahead. You gotta wait for him?
Yeah, make him.
Dude, it's 10
Wait,
I gotta be out soon. I gotta be out now. It's a 40-minute drive, Brody.
Shoosh. Where you going? Newington, right?
Brody or Crody? Which one?
No, Brody. Let's go with Brody. I ain't Canadian out here.
Yo, we gotta make a part 2 to this because we didn't really talk
Oh, we
too
do. No,
much
no.
about it. We gotta do a part
We
2.
We talked about it, but
I want
again, there's always more.
I want to break down Euphoria because I'm not saying you don't understand it, but like you said, you don't really follow these dudes.
Hey, I
it's
don't follow
going
the
to be
guy,
hard to
so
understand
it's-
it. And yo,
A lot of the punchlines and the
I
double
had to
entendres went
search
over my
some
head.
shit up. I had
Yeah.
to search some. Dude, let's-
You have to.
let me
It's
see
kind of
some-
impossible to know every single thing that someone says
Yeah,
on a
yeah,
rap song. Yeah.
for sure. But you don't even you don't even know the basic shit because you don't follow them. Remember when you was like, "Oh, I don't like how he's being so soft with it before the beat switch."
Yeah, exactly. I want to hear this song. I want to hear some grimy shit. Like I want to hear like on some hard hitting stuff. That's this song to me. But that's coming from all the stuff I listened to growing up. You got No Vaseline, The Bitch in You, Second Round Knockout.
So that
All
first
those.
that first beat was a Teddy Pendergrass
Pendergrass, yes, I heard about that. Yeah.
sample.
And then supposedly he did that because Drake doesn't know who the hell Teddy Pendergrass is, which is hilarious as well. I'm sure he does.
Teddy Pendergrass got into a car accident, and that's him in a wheelchair.
See, that's hilarious. See, that's something I don't even think of. Yeah.
Wheelchair Jimmy,
Yeah.
Teddy Pendergrass in a wheelchair. So
That's hilarious. So that he picked that sample.
Yes,
because
but
of that.
also, Larry,
when you break it down like that, it's amazing.
Larry,
but when you listen to it the first time going through, you're like, all right, you're not gonna catch it.
There was a lot of shit I had to. I did know some, but like the Crody shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. I was like, yo, that's his cat's name.
Yeah.
But again, you're only gonna know as much as you follow.
Yeah, as much as you put into it. Yeah,
so,
you're right.
Teddy Pendergrass also covered a song for Larry Graham, which was Drake's uncle. His father and his uncle was in the music business.
Yeah.
His grandfather was also in the music business. So that line when he was like, "Oh, you're trying to be Junior," that was like a fucking triple entendre because that's a reference to you're trying to be like Wayne.
Yeah.
Wayne is Junior to who? Birdman.
Yeah.
You get me? But then also, what was his father's name? Is it Dennis?
Something like that, yeah. Dennis Graham.
Yeah. His uncle name was Larry. Dennis was his father.
Yeah.
He also had a music career, but it was successful. The one that was successful was Larry. Larry was referred to Junior because he took his name after his grandfather. So he said, "You trying to be Junior," because he's not trying to be his father. He's trying to be Junior, the one with a successful career. So you see how deep that shit goes?
Yeah, no one knows that off rip.
But that's
the shit you gotta dive into.
He does that shit on purpose.
Of course, he's doing his research before these songs drop. Yeah,
but you have to. Like, shout out to Joe Budden. Joe's going to say the same thing. You have to do your research if you're going to go in war.
Exactly, yeah.
People started talking shit about him because they said that he mixed up the Joe Haley Osteen line.
Mm-hmm.
Heard that shit?
Yeah. I heard it when it was going.
Joe Osteen. I knew who he was.
I know who he is, yes.
Immediately because I used to see funny parody skits.
Mm-hmm.
He's the dude that does the TV preaching. He got into trouble because he was using AI.
Oh, really?
To do some of his speeches.
He's also the douche that denied a lot of people access to his church during the flood in that area.
Yeah.
So that's why I knew who he was before, but that made him even worse of a person.
He was before.
Yeah.
So he was using AI to create some of his preaches.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He got in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Right? Haley Joel Osment is the kid who played the kid in Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of people was like, I started seeing them. This shit came out a couple of days after. People was like, oh, your GOAT Kendrick made a mix up. He's mixing up these dudes' names. He didn't mix up these dudes' names. He did that shit.
He used him because that kid said, "I see dead people," right?
No. This was a line. He said, "Oh, am I battling ghost or AI?" Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And nigga, he said, nigga feeling like Joel Hale Osteen.
Yeah.
There's nobody named Joel Hale Osteen.
Yeah, he just combined the names.
He combined the names.
Gotcha.
Because he's trying to say that's how mixed up Kendrick is. I mean Drake is.
Yeah.
That's how mixed up he is. That he thinks he's a mix of these two. So
using AI, then
ghostwriting.
Yeah, ghostwriting.
So and then he said that, and my sixth sense is telling me to off him.
Yeah.
So people took that as a mix up, like, oh, he just mixed up.
And that bar was fire too.
No, he did that on purpose because
it's fire when you break it down. You do the research into it.
He did that on purpose because he's saying that Drake mixed up the line, the
problem with Drake's fans is that they don't want music to make them think.
Because Drake,
that's a lot of the mainstream too. So
because it's a lot. It's simpler
for sure.
It's simpler.
All right, to get back to it before we go out, we got about 20 minutes before Mike has to go. Maybe before that. So real quick, all right, Mos Def comment.
Mos Def.
Whew, that's wild. That's wild.
Mos Def.
I got comment all day.
I got Mos Def.
Common got one of the best diss tracks of all time.
Mos Def could
But
rap. It doesn't matter. That's
versus
one
the
track.
whole group.
It
No,
doesn't matter.
that's
That's
fine.
one track.
But the
I
reason
think
I
Common's
say
better.
Mos Def is because I listen to Mos Def more than I listen to Common.
That's insane.
Mos Def
So what?
could rap
That's
in
insane.
Mos Def could rap in Spanish.
I don't care about that. He has one of my favorite verses in Spanish, which is good. But still, I got Common in that one. That's just me. Busta Rhymes, Lil Wayne.
Busta Rhymes. People gonna hate me for
You
that.
said that. Yo,
People
you
gonna
said
hate me
that
for that.
so quick.
People gonna hate me for that, but I listen. Busta Rhymes is who I grew up on and idolizing
Yeah.
during his times in A Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah.
That was like way before you started listening to hip hop. So
Yeah, it was before I started with hip
no,
hop.
yeah, that was like 92.
But that's
91,
I wasn't listening to Young Wayne. I was listening to Busta.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I had to say Busta.
All right, over Lil Wayne. I figured you guys were a younger crowd. You would say Lil Wayne.
Now that's who I prefer.
Yeah.
Better lyricist. I'm choosing Wayne.
I'm definitely not. Even lyricist, I'm choosing Busta.
Busta Rhyme.
Busta slept on, man. He's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
For lyricism too.
he
like,
created
just
Nicki
because
Minaj.
he's a clown on camera and stuff like that. His stuff is really good.
Busta's whole everything is great for music.
All right, something more towards your era. I kind of figure who I think you guys are gonna go, but Dave East, Vado.
Davies.
Vado got some good songs that I heard. I don't even like them like that.
I'm not a big fan of Dave East. I'm going Vado.
Dude,
Okay.
I'm probably one of the 9,000 people that bought Guns of Butter.
And what's that? See, I don't even know what that is.
That's the
That an
Vado
album?
Camera album.
Is it?
Yeah.
Vado's alright. I like a better camera.
Davies.
What? I thought you was gonna say Dave
Oh, no,
East.
this is not about that.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep going.
Jesus Christ, this guy's high.
Lloyd Banks, Joel Ortiz.
Lloyd Banks.
Joel Ortiz.
Oh, you're smoking. Michael, you're smoking.
Now
I
the
think
reason.
Joel Ortiz rap circles around Banks, and I like Banks.
No,
I
I'm not
I
saying.
like
I'm
Banks.
not saying that. The reason I chose Joel Ortiz is because also I listen to him more, and Lloyd Banks' voice really fucking bothers me.
Does it really?
Yeah, I hate it. Fucking hate it.
You're being so.
I don't.
being biased.
That is being biased, but that's my choice for this one.
Yeah. I guess you can make a choice.
That's right. I got Joel
I
Ortiz
think
all day.
Joel Ortiz has
Lloyd-
always been. He's never
He's a
wowed
monster.
me.
I don't know one name
He's
of
never
Lloyd
wowed
Banks
me.
mixtapes albums. Not one.
Hunger for More. That was like great.
I don't.
And I don't even like. I mean, I like Lloyd Banks.
Not even that. The Cold Corner 1 and 2
Don't know.
Which one?
mixtapes.
I do know the Cold Corner. I lied.
Fire.
I
Fire,
lied.
right?
I lied. Them shits
You
are fire.
introduced us. They said Rocky. You know that, right?
Yeah, that the Cold Corners are fire. I ain't gonna lie.
I
Still,
like
I'm still
Banks,
going
but
Joel
I
Ortiz.
think Joel rap circles around him easy. In a 1v1, I think Joel will beat him.
Ortiz is weird.
Nah.
Weird how?
He's weird.
Weird how? I mean, he's amazing.
He's weird.
See, their voices are around the same. I
I
just
tried.
like both their voices, but I've listened.
Really?
I can't stand
tried.
Joel Ortiz's voice. That shit pisses me off.
Joel's a beast.
I
Can't
don't.
stand
He does it
that.
every song.
It doesn't fucking
Can't
matter.
stand
It
it.
doesn't matter about their voice.
For me,
Because
For a lot of people, that's what they like. That's
Because
what
I
it comes
thought-
down to.
I listened to a couple Danny Brown hits. Danny Brown.
Danny Brown's tough.
And he's dope.
He's
his
tough.
lyrics are
Danny
dope.
Brown. You don't
He
know
has
who.
the most
but you listen to
annoying-
Underground. His voice is mad annoying though.
He has the most annoying voice.
He's tough.
So I'm not even going to say that. I always thought Joel Ortiz never.
Joel Ortiz was tough. Joel Ortiz is tough.
He never made me put my hand over my mouth. Like he never
he had
surprised
bars.
me.
He's got bars.
bro. All right, we'll keep it going.
Oh, yeah, I'm the torso.
Wait,
He,
hold on.
he didn't even say that in Slaughterhouse. That wasn't
He-
him. That was Royce.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was about to say.
All right, next
I
one.
forgot who
Next
he
one is
was.
actually
Is he the
Slaughterhouse.
arms or the torso? Because he was big, he was hungry.
Joel-
So he was the
No.
torso. Like which?
No, Joel wasn't. He said Joel Ortiz.
I know
is the
Joel-
He said Joel Ortiz is the body. Something. I forget.
Yeah.
But I know Joel Ortiz was the body. Crooked was the forearm.
That whole introduction,
something
bro,
like that.
was terrible.
It was kind of trash, but that album was.
But it
was
wasn't.
fire.
It wasn't Joel Ortiz though.
It was Joel
It
Ortiz.
was right.
So the next one I
Joel
got-
Ortiz- no, Joe was the head. Joe's was the head.
Yeah, exactly.
Joe Budden's nice. Just saying.
Yeah,
Joe Budden, Royce, 5'9".
Joe Budden.
Royce.
That's hard.
Joe
I
Budden.
got Royce.
And I'm gonna go
I
with
think
my man.
Royce
My
is-
man
I got
Semi.
Royce.
I
I'm
got
gonna
Royce.
explain. I'm gonna explain real quick. So my man Semi made a great point one day in a group chat. Joe Budden is the
We're
only.
about to finish up.
Yeah.
All right.
Joe Budden is the only one that went to go spit a freestyle in front of some of the best artists of that time and best people lyrically of that time and spit the best verse in that whole area, that whole freestyle.
Is there proof of this?
Yes, it's all on radio.
Who, Joe?
Yeah, Joe Budden.
With who? I'll
I'll show you after.
I'm trying to get some context.
I'll show you after. It included free.
Free or like freeway?
Freeway.
Freeway's trash. Just like Ghostface.
Oh my god. Okay. End of this conversation.
It's just my opinion. I like
Trash is
Ghostface.
kind of harsh, dude. It's funny.
I don't like Freeway. Freeway. I don't think Freeway's good.
Dude, I was okay with you saying, but
I
then you threw
swear
Ghostface
on my way to the barbershop, I put on Freeway.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Why?
Yes.
Because I was listening to Rockefeller Billionaires.
You can hear like "Feel It in the Air" maybe, and
there's a lot of them.
2 words. That's about
dude,
it.
Yo, I'm a hip hop head. Yo,
Flip
sometimes
side.
I'm in the mood.
I'll listen to it.
Sometimes I'm in the
I'll
mood.
listen to it.
Now you called him trash. I don't hear that. You called him
listen to
trash.
it.
You called Freeway
Sometimes
trash.
I put on Black Rob, yo, because I'm like, yo.
No, Black Rob's fine. That first album was slept on. I like Black Rob's first album.
Oh yeah, I'm about to play Black Rob. Like I just be random.
That's fine.
So today I was like,
But I've never in my life woke up and be like, yo, I'm about to blast some Freeway today. Never in my life.
You know what? Actually,
He's nice.
Actually, here's
Lyrically,
not.
oh my god, yes he was. Freeway.
Freeway
Lyrically,
died.
how many freestyle? How many people freestyling was better than Freeway?
His best one
Freestyling?
was,
Cassidy?
His best
Shut
one,
him down.
yo,
That one
AJ,
freestyle just shut him down.
Acapella
band-
on a beat.
His
Yeah, he's
best.
like, put on a beat. Like,
Yeah,
get the fuck
acapella
outta
is
here.
Slide was,
back then.
Yo, you can't
Yes.
put a beat on? Put a beat on.
Yes, because, yeah.
All
But
right,
Cassidy,
hold on.
but who's a better freestyler than Cassidy back then?
Nobody.
Okay, then we're talking about
Yo,
what they are
to-
talking about.
to-
You said
Yes.
Freeway has good
Cassidy
freestyle.
fell the fuck off though. So,
Exactly.
He did. He's doing battle raps now.
And he's trashing that. Absolutely, he's garbage.
I don't
now.
know how many times he has to tell us that make a relation to like
His gun?
sunflower seeds
Or his gun.
or somebody saying
Yeah, he's married his gun. Like, that shit's annoying, bro. All right, think of something else. But I like Cassidy. He's one of my favorites.
I like Cassidy. Yo.
Not as a battle rapper.
All right, so last one before we sign off. This is more of a funny one. I thought of it last second. Well, actually, wait. I'll give you one regular one, and then the last one is more of a funny one. So I was gonna ask this to James, but since you guys should be old enough for this. Ludacris T.I.
should be over this. Wow.
You guys are old enough for this genre for these 2 guys.
That's tough.
Luda T.I.
I've always compared those two as well.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite comparisons to do for people to see.
Is one of those underrated rappers.
Absolutely.
Very, very. I gotta go Luda. And T.I.
This is the no-brainer, bro.
T.I. has some good albums, man.
T.I. made better music.
T.I. had
No. Nope. Can't say that.
Luda, actually, it's so
Luda
funny,
has
yo.
so many
Listen,
hits, bro. It's
listen.
insane.
So does T.I.
He does, but not better than Luda.
He has
When you
he has
guys
more
brought
hits
up-
than Luda.
when you
Literally.
guys-
No.
Yes.
No.
Look it up. Yeah, he does.
We could.
He does have more hits.
He probably does.
He definitely
T.I. has more hits than Ludacris.
T.I.P. has more hits than Ludacris.
That's insane. I love that album, by the way. That album's so good.
Yes.
T.I. versus T.I.P. So
Yeah.
good.
But I'm still going Luda. But
All
I'm
right,
still... Damn,
we'll bring it up in another one. Another
That's what I'm
episode.
going Luda. God damn.
I was gonna say, yo, Busta Rhymes weirdness paved.
A lot of people.
Way for a lot of people.
Nicki
I'm sure.
Minaj.
Luda did a lot.
Luda.
Luda.
Did a lot of Busta Rhymes shit. Missy
With
Elliott
the
did a
videos
lot
too.
of
Yeah,
Busta
yeah.
Even J. Cole.
Yeah. All right, last funny one.
That J. Cole,
The KOD album.
The KOD, that album ATM was straight up. I seen that
Yeah.
video. It was all Busta Rhymes.
All busted.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the way it was.
All right, last one of the night before we sign off. I know you gotta go to work, and I got a basketball game in the morning. Fucking bright early, 8 a.m. Diddy versus Jermaine Dupri. I can't even say it right. Diddy, Jermaine Dupri. It's more of a funny one, but just music-wise, Diddy, Jermaine Dupri. Music-wise.
Damn.
Let's not take the personal lives into effect.
It was crazy. That
Yeah, it
era was crazy.
They had thousands of hits. I swear.
That era was nuts.
Money,
Thousands of hits.
Yeah, that era was nuts.
I gotta say, JD.
Yeah.
I really.
No, I can't.
Oh,
Fuck.
no.
Give me a shot. I need a shot for this one.
Go take a shot. Go ahead.
I can't.
Yo, I'm telling you,
I can't choose.
when I say that I never liked P Diddy, I never liked.
That's
P. Diddy.
wild.
I never
Did you-
liked P Diddy. Never. I never loved Puff Daddy. Diddy,
He was
Puff-
a Khaled before Khaled. Yeah, he was Khaled before Khaled.
If you're playing me, man,
To me,
come on, yeah.
he was annoying.
I never liked him.
His first album is it's on the wall back there. It's
But
really
we
good.
doing albums or we doing as
No, just in general. In general,
Yeah, I'm
his
taking a
first
shot.
album has so many guest features on there. It was so good. You gotta listen to it.
Yeah, that's not his song.
Diddy's,
Yeah, he's not rapping most of it. He's rapping on some of them, but he has Jay on the album. He has Nas, Siegel, he has Shine, Redman, Busta, CeeLo Green.
I believe Siegel was in that with the Joe Budden. Siegel was there too. Freestyle.
Oh, was he?
Yeah,
Siegel was nice too.
Siegel was definitely nice.
So yeah,
I'm taking my shot because I can't choose between the two. Because Diddy
That's
produced
Diddy.
so much R&B music.
Oh, you got him in order, bro?
just the top two, the top three actually. Nas, Cannabis, Chino,
Yeah,
the best.
he produced so much R&B music that I still listen to on a regular day basis. It's insane.
Cannabis
Yeah.
yeah. The freeway pulling out that fucking notepad.
That was for the clicks. I'm just saying.
Yeah, right.
Cause no lie.
He could hardly. hold
It
that
was
shit
it
up
was a
with that
trash
gas,
it was
bro.
a trash moment, but during that time it was all about the clicks. If you go to Yahoo, you go to Google, the most popular name searched up during that time was Cannabis. During those that 1 month, 2 month run, he was the
Yo,
most
but
searched
Cannabis
person
is
in
an
the
old
name.
man. He wasn't worried about no clicks, bro.
Why not? That's how you make money, bro.
He wasn't worried about money.
He
He
wasn't
he,
worried
he could
about
beat
no
he could
clicks.
beat Disaster any day of the week.
With anybody,
What he got to prove doing that?
with anybody,
Dude,
anybody in
people-
underground, they don't care about the money.
Yo, people
they care
think
about the
that-
quality.
people think-
So
people- yo,
that is bull.
You
I
understand that
don't
Ghostface Killer just dropped the album? Like these
And
people,
nobody's paying attention to
these
it.
people think
What?
that these guys
A lot of people are not
disappeared.
paying attention to it. Only the hip hop heads. And I'm gonna listen to it because I am.
What? No, I'm talking about. And I know I listened to his album, but he said nobody's paying attention to that album.
No, because they're not. So
Nah.
Now he is.
like-
There he is. He's getting. People brought him up. Even on the Joe Budden podcast, he was brought up.
That's
a
Joe
lot of
Budden. Joe Budden's a hip hop head. That don't count.
That
yes,
doesn't count.
but
We
he's
talk
putting
about
people
regular
on.
people.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, regular people. Yeah,
But he's putting people on. He's getting publicity for that album because people are listening.
because hip hop heads are. You just go to
No,
if
what I'm
you
saying
go,
is-
No, because
go to
the
a
hip hop
bar.
heads with fame are putting it on.
What I'm saying is a lot
Like
of
who?
people, normal people,
Joe Budden.
normal people
Fucking
think
Joe
that
Budden.
these
Like,
guys just like retired somewhere and just fucking
yeah, stop
but he has
making
one of the
music.
best
Yeah.
podcasts
They
in the
still
world
making
right now.
music.
No, he is.
Yeah.
It is.
Joe?
It's all.
Yeah,
it's-
yeah.
Joe and Drink Champ.
I personally don't like it, but I like Drink Champs better.
I like
that's my shit.
Ebro with the Apple Music. He has the Apple Music. one.
Ebro stuff.
I like it.
Ebro.
What
That's
is it
who.
called?
That's the dude who used to do it with Joe Budden, right?
I
Oh, that's
did.
that's
He was
Tory.
with Joe.
That's Rory.
Yes, Ebro and Rory. Yep.
Okay. They used to do it with Joe Budden.
Mm-hmm.
They some beef happened. Joe Budden's a cocky individual. That's it. I'm not a big.
He don't care though.
He's the one that messed up Slaughterhouse, hands down.
Probably.
But they could still be out making music right now.
Probably. When he has one of the most interesting beefs, actually in general, him versus the Game.
The Logic and Joe beef.
Yeah,
was
the
fun.
game beat him.
I mean,
yeah,
I don't doubt that.
You heard that? Yo, you heard that Logic and Joe beef?
No,
No, I
Joe,
don't.
Logic, Joe was like, yo, Logic is one of the worst
Oh, I did see that.
ever. And Logic got on live and he was like, he started reading the Joe lyrics and he was like,
yeah.
pump, 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 pump,
I see that.
pump it up.
That's awesome. That's hilarious.
So he started reading in
Yeah.
a very white, articulate voice, started reading his lyrics. He was like, yo, that shit is so funny. I was like,
See, I like Logic now a little bit more for that.
I like Logic, but I just stopped listening to him because he was a culture vulture.
I don't think he is, man. He's just thinking about his life.
No,
His
he's
life
a-
is all about
he's a culture
depression
vulture.
and
He's a cool culture.
Now, what pissed me off about Logic is
He's
ever
not-
since
he's
he
not the troublemaking culture vulture is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
ever since he started defending that he ain't black. When he started doing that shit kind of annoyed me. Like, bro,
I
stop
haven't
trying-
seen that. So
He's
I mean, he's half black. I know that, right?
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
half
because
black.
people. Yeah, I know he is half black.
Yeah.
He has a whole podcast with his dad.
Yeah,
Yeah, Logic.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
saying, but
But
he.
when did he start saying he was
yeah. I never heard
It,
that.
it,
part
it
that
was
he-
it was years ago because people were like, oh, you need to stop talking like that and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that, and that's still the whole thing ever since. And when he started doing that, his music started going downhill for me.
as I kept
And I like
listening,
Logic. He's good, I think.
as I kept listening to Logic, he started sounding more and more like other people.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, cool. So today he sounded like Kendrick. Then the next track, he sounded like fucking Nicki Minaj, literally doing Nicki Minaj shit.
Really? I didn't even hear that.
Yeah,
I gotta check it out.
And then, so I was like, nah, he's doing this every fucking album. Is sounding like Drake now. Like he literally made a song where he's like quoting like Money Trees.
Oh, I didn't
He's
see
like,
that.
Mama, you never heard that? Like,
I never listened to Logic in depth.
doing the little ad-libs like Kendrick, doing the little
Yeah, I gotta check that out. I gotta do my
so
homework
again,
on that.
yo, I personally don't like that. That's what actually made me stop listening to Drake. It's like, dude, have your own voice.
Yeah.
But again, Logic's he doesn't pick fights with people.
Yeah.
That's why he doesn't get hit that hard for it.
Yeah.
You know. But
Eventually, it'll come out soon.
no, it would have came out already.
No, if he's gonna beat for somebody, it'll come out for sure.
He retired already. He does retire already.
Think so?
Yeah, he said it. He's done making music.
All right, everybody, we out of here.
We're out.
Hefty Podcast. Thank you to my guest James, who left earlier. Mike, appreciate you
I gotta go.
coming through. AJ, always love.
Long night.
Where'd you put yours?
Oh, right here. It's still on my shirt.
We out of here. Later, y'all.